Ah, hello world. Welcome to my reaction to the Summer Games Fest 2025. Today is yes, it's very late. Hello Gingerveer, hello JMT, hello Mirage. I'm so glad you all could join us for this momentous occasion. Silksong's been getting a lot of Steam backend updates, so there's a chance. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over. And look, we have the little me. I decided to bring in the little me for this reaction. Hello, NJB. I think that, if you don't mind me calling you that, I hope your day is going well. Thank you so much for joining us. So, not gonna lie, I woke up really late because I stayed up late last night, and the energy drink that I had during the indie showcase, definitely made me crash a little bit. So, I am having my first meal of the day right now at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, I am going to be, just for today, I am going to be one of those streamers who eats during the stream. Who eats during the reaction. I have a little microwavable rice bowl. Hello, Alex. I'm glad you could join us. Every day is going well. Or Alux? Alex? Feel free to let me know which way that is pronounced. How was the stream? The indie game showcase stream was actually a lot of fun. I added about 34 new games to my list, and that is not counting games that had already been shown off, that were already on my list. It did, there were also some very good conversations that we had. I'm actually considering, so we had a conversation about, the way I like video games and whether or not I'm in the minority when it comes to the way I like video games. And at the end, we had a conversation about what it's like behind the scenes for a small YouTube channel, trying to balance what is fun versus what people want to see. And I'm actually considering making that part into its own video. I'm considering making the ending conversation into its own video so more people can see it, because I think it was a very fun conversation, but I think it was also a very important conversation to be had. What's 34 new ones? My list is now above 1,400. Hello, M1. I'm glad you could join us. Every day is going well. Also, by the way, I do have the desktop muted because the intro music for these fests almost always gets copyright claimed for these showcases. Silksong's not out yet, but I do have the I do have the Steam page pulled up on my phone in the event that it shadow drops, because I want to get it as soon as possible, because I have no doubt that if Silksong were to shadow drop, the if Silksong were to shadow drop, the it'll crash Steam. Surely Silksong wouldn't shadow drop? You never know. You never know. Is there a way to refresh? Yes, there is a way to refresh the page. Okay. That feels uncharacteristic. Does it? At this point, I don't know what's characteristic of Team Cherry. It would be extremely funny, so I'll believe it's true. Okay. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Please excuse my eating noises. Yes, copyright does suck. In case anyone did not know, I'm currently dealing with an extremely fraudulent copyright claim from Materia Music Publishing for my latest Deltarune video, the one that came out today, because they are claiming that it shares the same melody with a cover that apparently Materia owns the rights to. And like, of course it shares a melody with the cover. It's the original work. So I'm currently disputing it. I don't know how long it's going to take to dispute. Yeah, I had it wrong in the in my original comment from last night, and I did edit the comment to correct it. Yeah, the copyright claim is from Materia Publishing. They are claiming that it shares the melody with a cover that apparently, like, Materia owns the rights to the cover somehow. So they're not even claiming, like, the song. They're not claiming the audio. They are claiming the melody because they're treating it like it's a ripoff of the cover that they own the rights to somehow. Except, yeah, so it's I don't know if I can say it's fraudulent, but it's a bad claim because it's the original work. I don't know how they can copyright that. Yeah, the publishing house that manages the music for Toby, it's a known issue. Yeah, I know that now. I was vaguely aware of it when it was happening with Undertale Yellow a couple years back, but now I am fully aware of it. Hello, Senior Sally. I'm glad you could join us. I hope your day is going well. Hello, Sleepy Coffee Cup. I'm glad you could join us. Hope your day is going well. Came to say hi. You're watching the thing with your brothers. I hope you have fun. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mute the stream intro music. That is so dumb. Yes, it is. As soon as this hits 0, I will unmute. 2, 1. Okay, the music's fading out, so I'm gonna unmute. Okay. So I hope my little guy is in a good spot. I'm gonna assume he's in a good spot. I don't think I'll be blocking too much. All right, Geoff, show us what you got.
Please welcome to the stage the creator of the Game Awards,
Geoff Keighley! He's in a good spot? Okay, cool. Oh my, look at his shoes! Look at those shoes! Gold shoes.
I love the energy! Hello, everybody, and welcome
Please have to mention the music is by Toby in the description.
Fest, a showcase to celebrate what's new and next in video games. Now, every year, we have the distinct honor of coming together to spotlight the boundless creativity that defines our industry. Thank you all for joining us and giving us your time.
I am so excited.
And special thanks to Dante. I was reading my feed this morning and saw that he canceled a date, and he hopes I don't disappoint him. Dante, we're going to do our best to make it worth your while. We have a really fun show ahead. Over the next 2 hours,
I don't know if I would cancel a date to watch this, but you know, you do you.
Games from studios big and small. From Lego bricks to puppets, zombies to Marvel heroes, this show has a little bit of everything.
Marvel
including,
heroes
yes,
and
some brand
Legos?
new game announcements.
Okay.
Gotta have some of those. Now, before we dive into the excitement, let's take a moment to recognize just how dynamic our industry has become. Here's a look at the top 10 selling new games on Steam so far in 2025 by units, according to Game Discover Co. Lots of great games.
Yeah.
Now, the list includes beloved franchises, but sitting proudly at number 1 with over 13 million units sold since February is Repo, a groundbreaking indie game crafted by a passionate team of just 10 people at Semiwork in Uppsala, Sweden. And closely trailing it is Schedule 1 from TVGS, a solo developer in Australia. It's inspiring that these indie creations stand side by side with heavyweights.
I didn't
like
know, not gonna
Monster
lie,
Hunter Wilds
I didn't know
and the Oblivion
Repo
remake.
was,
Absolutely.
I didn't know Repo was
Now
that
let's
popular.
also applaud Claire Obscure from Sandfall.
Yes. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
They might get some nominations.
You've never heard of
at the end
Scheduled
the year. We're not
One?
there yet, but
It's
it is
a
monumental achievement,
weed-making
bringing the
simulator.
highest
It's a
user
drug dealer
Metacritic score
simulator.
ever recorded for a game, all from a team of under 30 developers who bravely stepped away from big publishers to forge their own path.
Yep.
One thing is clear. With digital distribution and engines like Unreal, today's most innovative projects
It's apparently
increasingly
really good.
emerge from outside the traditional publisher system. And that's something to celebrate. But with more than 18,000 games released on Steam just last year, more than double from 2020,
Oh,
the
wow.
challenge now is discovery. And that's precisely why events like Summer Game Fest, our partner showcases happening all weekend long, and initiatives like the Steam Next Fest are so essential. These events help remarkable games, big and small, find their audiences. And hopefully, if you're watching this show, you'll discover your next favorite game. So,
Discoverability
in
is
that
huge.
spirit,
Yep.
let's kick things off with a game from an independent studio who is thinking very big. In 2017, 4 developers broke away from AAA publishers to chart their own course. Today, they're a thriving independent studio of 30 creators. And what you're about to see is a powerful testament to what
Yes, and so it
passion,
is that super
freedom,
high-quality Sims-like
and a
game.
small, dedicated team can achieve. Let's take a look at our first new game announcement.
Okay. New game announcement. What is this? Do they know about the Silksong hype? They know for sure about the Silksong hype. If Silksong is announced today, they will save it for the end. Oh, this is absolutely going to be copyright claimed. The fact that they had the name of the song in the bottom left, this is absolutely going to be claimed. This looks really cool. This is definitely going to be a Souls-like. How's the volume, by the way? Maybe, well, it's okay. Things get claimed all the time. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. How is the volume? Please let me know how the volume balance is. It's okay. Things get claimed all the time. Honestly, it's usually not the big things. It's the more surprising things that get claimed. Like, during the Sony State of Play, the only thing that got claimed was the trailer music for the Bloodstained trailer, of all things. What the heck is this? This looks action-packed. Is this Mortal Shell? Oh, hello, Skylar. I'm glad you could join us. Everybody's going well. Volume's fine? Okay, cool. Could this be Mortal Shell? Look at that dude on a wheelchair. This is such creative designs. Hello, KK. I'm glad you could join us. Every day is going well. Oh, wow. It is Mortal Shell. Putting that on my list for sure.
All right, didn't that look great? Well, we got lots more to come, but right now...
I haven't played the first one.
The Nexus War, Galactus Fight, or even live at Risky Reels. Over the years,
Mortal
Fortnite has
Shell
innovated with
2.
mass-scale live in-game events. And tomorrow, Fortnite is set to do it again across console, PC, and phones. The Death Star's super laser is
Oh
charged
boy,
and
Fortnite.
ready to decimate the Battle Royale island. But there's still hope.
AI
You and your friends can join the fight. Here's
AI
the first
City.
exclusive look at what you'll be part of tomorrow in the brand new live event, Death Star Sabotage.
You're proud to be the one fan of it in here? Hey, I mean, I will gladly play it. Has it been requested? Has someone requested Mortal Shell yet? Also, I, again, apologize for the, find the talking section a bit quiet compared to you. Okay. Yeah, that's not really something I can help. I'll turn it up a tiny bit more. But that's just gonna be the balancing of the showcase, which I can't help.
Right now, it is an honor to welcome to Summer Game Fest a legendary game creator who is set to release his latest project in just a few short weeks. With each of his games, he pushes the gaming medium in bold new directions, and we are honored to have him with us for the first time at
Mortal
Summer
Shell
Game
was
Fest
not
in person.
requested.
Please, everyone, join me in welcoming the great Mr. Hideo Kojima.
Yay! Hideo Kojima. But yeah, Fortnite announced that pretty soon people are going to have the tools to be able to make AI voice NPCs,
here we are. The world
just
tour
like the
begins
Darth
at
Vader
Summer
one that they
Game
put out.
Fest. It's great to have you here. We are so excited for DS2. So let me ask you, Mr. Kojima, you've worked for many years on this project. What do you hope players take away from DS2 when they play it later this month?
DS1 が出た後にコロナになったの
Well,
で、
we hit the pandemic after
まあ
we released
僕ら皆さ
DS1.
ん、まあ、コロナを体験したと思うの
Everyone
で、
experienced
コ
the
ロナを
pandemic.
体験した中での
So-
新しいつな
Oh,
が
I'm
りという
sure
か
it
I
is.
wanted to
それを
show
もう一度ゲー
something
ムをプレイし
new
ながら、
connection
まあ、考えていただきたいと
after
思い
we
ます。
faced the pandemic. So I want everyone you to think about that when you play this game.
Okay, well, talking about playing the game, it's coming out later
Hello,
this month.
Nettie.
but
I'm glad you
right
could join
now,
us.
I
Every
know
day's
you
going well.
prepared a special exclusive clip for SGF. Let's take a look at this.
はい、
The only thing that you missed was an announcement for Mortal Shell 2. You tried it, was about getting shot in an island, but that was like the first month after it got popular. Everyone wanted to see what the hype was about. It's basic. It's not really. There's not really a story. I mean, there is like a story kind of through like the chapters, but it's more like just connected events ish.
Welcome. Have a seat. Over here, please.
This is not what I thought Death Stranding 2 would look like. Just like an office. No smoking, I'm sure.
No smoking, please.
Haha, I knew it. Yeah, there was the cube, the whole cube thing.
So you are Neil Varner.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do? For a living?
I'm a porter.
Okay.
So thank you. We're good for today.
Okay. Thanks.
Neil.
What?
The faces look so good.
So you made it then.
Sorry.
You really don't remember me.
The girl. You're alive. Stop. 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 Stop.
Second Strand type game ever, yep.
So much mystery.
Those faces look so
Well, that was
good,
a
and the voices
clip
are so
from the
good.
game, a cutscene. We saw
I
first
still
clips
need to
of
play the
Neil
first
and
game.
Lucy, and we met them in the trailer back at South by Southwest, but we got a little bit more of them here. Tell us a little bit more
Hello,
about this
Aditya.
clip and the characters of Neil and Lucy.
まあ、DS2 で非常に重要なキ
In
ャラクターです。
It's a very important character,
ニールとルーシー。
Neil and
で、
Lucy.
まあ、ちょっと詳しくは言いませんけ
I
ど、
can't really say because there'll be spoilers.
手にカニ座の
You've never been allowed to
You
comment on
saw
my
the
videos?
cancer
Oh, I'm
mark
sorry. I don't know why
on
that would
both of
be.
their hands.
深いつながりがあって、
But
deep
I really appreciate the kind words. Thank you so much.
前回
throughout the
ク
story.
リフっていう人気キャラクターがい
And
ま
last
したけ
time
ど
on
マツさん
DS1,
がやって
we have Cliff.
That
who was
truly
played
means
by
a lot.
Max.
彼はもういなくな
And
った
of
の
course,
で、
by story, you
まあ
know,
2では出せ
he
ない
How do you
will
not
not be
recognize your
in
girlfriend?
DS2.
It's taken her for like an hour. It was probably like a childhood friend or something.
Will be like playing like the role that Max did. for DS2
で
this
まあ、クリ
time.
フすごい人気あったので、
And Cliff was a very
まあ
popular
クリフを超え
character,
るようなキャラク
but
ター
I
を作ろ
think
うとして、まあ、ルカさん
we
に
have
お
to
願い
kind
し
of
て、
like top that
結構いい
character.
キャラク
So
ターに
Luca
なったと
Marinetti was a great
非
actor,
常に
and I
心
think
に残る演技
he was great.
Oh,
He did
okay.
a great performance, so I think
I'm
you'll
sorry to
like
hear
this
that,
new character,
but
Neo, too.
yeah, thank you so much for the
Well, the
support.
game's going to be
It
out
truly
in
means a
20
lot.
days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers, you know. That's
I know.
what
Yeah,
brought
no
today.
spoilers.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And
That'll be
let's
really
just
cool.
say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend. And we'll
Might
leave it
check
at
out Death
that.
Stranding 1 later.
あの
Seems
ミルのゲーム
interesting.
プレイシーン
Yes.
It's
I'll
a
show you the
game that was
gameplay
very
scene.
divisive when it
So
first
hope you
launched.
enjoy, will join us Sunday, too.
Excellent. All right.
It's
thank
definitely
you
an
so much.
unusual
Hideo
game.
Kojima, everyone. Great to see you, Mr. Kojima. Thank
It's the
you.
type of game where you either love it or you hate it. At
All
least
right,
that's
and now I'd like to
what
introduce
I've
my co-host for Summer Game Fest. She's along
generally
with the party,
heard.
a veteran games journalist on GameSpot and the co-host of the Friends Per Second podcast. Please join me in welcoming the incredible Lucy James.
Lucy James, yeah. Skill Up is also on the Friends Per Second podcast.
Thanks, Geoff, and hello, Summer Game Fest. I am so excited to be here this year. Thank you for having me. Now, we are honored to reveal an exciting new project from Raw Power Games, a new team headquartered in Copenhagen, Denmark. Here, you can engage in intense combat, fight for land, glory,
Is there
going to
be a
legacy,
VTuber in
and
Death
lead
Stranding
massive
2?
armies
I
into
did
epic
hear
scale
something
battles,
about
as
Usada
narrated by
Picora
actor
getting
Tom
put in the
Hardy.
game, who's a HoloLive VTuber. At the very least,
Not kill.
she visited the Death Stranding headquarters.
Tell us. So the Lord commands.
Raw Power Games presents.
But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me.
A medieval game. Trebuchets.
I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death.
Forge your destiny. Oh, this is gameplay.
That's just my story. Go write your own.
Chronicles Medieval. That looks pretty cool. I wonder what kind of game it's going to be. Like, is it going to be like
That
a
was very
real-time
cool new project
army
in a
leading
brutal
kind of game?
European medieval world. Now it's time to hang on to the edge of tomorrow. Sonic Racing Crossworlds is a thrilling new entry in the legacy of racing action games within the Sonic franchise. Crossworlds brings other worlds and familiar faces to Sonic Racing, including surprise guest characters being revealed here at SGF for the first time.
Okay. Mountain Blade vibes. It does have the same vibes. Yeah, I can see that. I haven't played a Sonic game in so long. I kind of want to. I kind of want to play a Sonic game on the channel. Maybe I'll pick up Frontiers at some point. Or maybe there's some Sonic games available on the PlayStation catalog. Or on Game Pass or something. Worst comes to worst, I can buy them on Steam. Oh my gosh, Hatsune Miku is coming to Sonic Crossworlds! Ichiban Kasuga from Yakuza is coming to Sonic Crossworlds. Joker from Persona 5 is coming to Sonic Crossworlds. So it's basically all of Sega's characters. That's actually so hype. That's so hype. I might get this game. I might get this game just for Joker and Hatsune Miku.
Coming in September, but that is not all. We'd like to introduce the man behind the creation of everyone's favorite blue hedgehog, Takashi Iizuka.
That is so
Thank
funny.
you, Geoff. I'm
Secretly
honored to
hoping
be
there's
here to
news
talk about our
of
latest
Assassin's
Sonic
Creed
racing
6
game.
DLC. Is that
Sonic
is AC
Racing
Assassin's Creed?
Crossworlds is the next generation of the Sonic Racing series, developed by Sonic Team
The
and
Horizon
Sega
Hatsune Miku.
Arcade Racing Team. You can feel brand
Oh,
new
no, wait, is it-
experience
are you talking about
from
Ace
the
Combat?
new future Travel Ring.
Oh,
which
Armored Core.
You can warp in the race.
Thank you. There's so many
Also,
AC games.
unlike other kart racing game, this game will have online
Armored Core 6
cross-platform
DLC would be
matchmaking.
cool.
So you can race against all of your friends across all of the platform.
Nice. All crossplay. Yep.
Lastly, I have one more thing I'd like to show everyone here today. Take a look inside of the travel ring.
Steve from Minecraft is in Sonic Crossworlds? There's Assassin's Creed,
Minecraft
Armored
and
Core,
Sonic. I guess you could say you gotta go craft.
Ace Combat.
Well, I gotta laugh.
Quite a
That's all
few.
I want. That's all I want.
But yeah, that is...
Next, we're excited to reveal a brand new action
That's
RPG
so
from
funny.
Bandai Namco Studios. Embark on
Animal
a journey
Crossing, yep.
across a dark fantasy world and uncover a vast story that eclipses time.
We can only bow before their genius. So far, super hype Game Fest. Oh, is this the... This is not the Duskbloods, is it? No, it's not. Very different
Some
art style.
it heals. For others, it wounds.
This looks very cool, though.
And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you
I wonder if this is another game from like the China Hero Project.
have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Okay, gameplay. Okay, so this is... I'm assuming it can be played co-op if there's going to be 2 people. What is it with every studio making a Dark Souls like? People love parry. Oh, a motorcycle? People love parrying. I've actually seen a couple of videos on YouTube talking about... I haven't seen them, but I've seen the thumbnails. Talking about why parrying is so popular right now. Whoa. What? Code Vein? I was not expecting that. Code Vein 2? Was not expecting that. I actually have Code Vein. I got a new copy from GameStop for $10 like 3 years after it came out. I think it's still wrapped in the cellophane. Yes, apparently that was Code Vein, which was very unexpected. Yeah, I guess now I gotta play the first one as well. so far I'm hyped. So lots of games you will never play, it seems. That's fair. They're not gonna be for everyone, but I am. So far, I am very happy. What is this? This looks like Little Nightmares, but like isometric top-down shooter. What is this? End of Abyss. I'll put that on my list. Why not?
That was a very moody, cool new game. That was End of Abyss, the debut title from Malmo, Sweden-based Section 9 Interactive.
Wishlisted, yep.
Action-adventure game coming in 2026.
Anything that appeals to you, please feel free to wishlist these games. Hello, Mishamaru. I'm glad you could join us. If video's going well.
World of rubber hose animation with Mouse PI for Hire. Developed by first-time developer Fumi Games and published by PlaySide, releasing later this year. Here's a quick new look at the game and the reveal of a familiar voice.
A familiar voice.
There's something rotten at the heart of Mouseburg.
Crooks beware. Detective Pepper's in the house.
There are those who would bend the city to their will.
I do want to turn it up a little bit more.
Cheese wheels.
Feel free to let me know. This is well, Leo.
To save it.
Please feel free to let me know if the volume is still good.
They won't even know what hit them.
Troy Baker is Jack Pepper. Wow, heck yeah.
Another role for Troy Baker. All right, that's not all from PlaySide. Now comes the announcement of another ambitious project from this independent Australian developer. We've been talking to them for a while about this project, which builds on their recent launches of Kill Knight and Age of Darkness. But this takes things to a whole new level. It's a premium real-time strategy game built for PC based on one of the most iconic fantasy franchises in the world.
Okay.
Any guesses? Let's take a look.
Dungeons and Dragons. At first, I was like independent Australia-based game. For a second, I thought it was going to be Team Cherry. But no, this is another Game of Thrones game. They haven't... King of Thrones Crossroads just released... Or no, wait. King's Road. Game of Thrones King's Road just released this year. And it was a freemium gacha game, and everyone hates it. So hopefully... This is from the... If they said this from the studio who made Kill Knight, which I've heard is very good, and like if they're handing this over to an indie studio instead of a mobile studio, this could be good.
This is your
Totally forgot Team Cherry's based in Australia. No one of the games about giant bugs. I'm gonna keep talking because I know this music is almost... I'm actually going to turn it down a little bit because this music is almost certainly going to be claimed. So yeah, I like how everyone just mentioned Australia. Everyone just hold their breath for a second. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, Jon Snow died. Oh boy. And oh, is Jon Snow a White Walker now?
Game of Thrones. War for Westeros.
Wow. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. A real-time strategy game coming 2026. That actually sounds pretty cool. I won't play it, but it sounds cool.
For the global reveal of an FPS action-adventure RPG.
FPS action-adventure RPG. Oh, what has Munfish made before? Aren't they the people who made Atomic Heart?
One could count 1,000,000,000,000 suns in the known universe. So why do we deny other intelligent beings?
It's a very Game of Thrones, no idea what it's about. It's a very cool. They didn't show any gameplay. Yeah. Okay, so they are the people who made Atomic Heart. Atomic Heart 2?
My answer is maybe they will visit us, but time has not come yet for this.
Oh, this is absolutely Atomic Heart 2.
The dawn of a new era. The era of Atomic
Yep.
Heart 2.
Oh, wow. Okay, this is definitely gonna be copyrighted. I'm not gonna mute it because, you know, at this point it's already like all happening. But I tried a little bit of Atomic Heart when it was on Game Pass. Wasn't or it might still be on Game Pass actually. Wasn't really feeling it, but I've heard that there are some very good elements, and it looks like they're just going even more crazy with this one. So yeah, I wonder if you play a new character in this one, because the new that one character who tossed the gun to you seemed like the character from the first game. There is no hope left for this stream. No, there isn't. But I can always erase the audio in post, and it'll be fine. Okay, well, don't know what the game's about, just know the pair of women that people went crazy over. I mean, yeah, it's basically Russia, alternate world, Soviet Union. People can control robots with their mind, but in this one, the robots look independent. So apparently, they're adding space to it. Just Googled it because apparently something. Yeah, Soviet. Yeah, it's an alternate history Soviet Union.
Atomic Heart 2 is in active development at Munfish on Unreal Engine 5, a spiritual successor to the first game with a retro-futuristic world on a global scale. And this time, there's a greater emphasis on
it's a
RPG
spiritual
elements and player
successor
freedom.
to the first
But
game?
that, believe it or not, is not all from Munfish today.
Why is what? Isn't it just a sequel? Why did you call it a spiritual successor?
Is it recording?
Yeah, it is.
It's in the sky, a giant cube.
What is going on?
I can still barely believe it myself.
What?
When it showed up, I was in the lab. I didn't even see it. You know? I felt that same fear.
I mean, the
though.
facial capture is
A
very
terrible sense of
impressive.
my own powerlessness.
Atomic Heart Battle Royale.
How did the whole of humanity miss it? And did we actually miss it? What if the cube didn't appear, but revealed itself?
Get ready for
What
Mega
if it was
Rubik.
always there, and we've only just started to see it?
There's no way Atomic Heart Battle Royale. Or maybe Atomic Heart Roguelike? Atomic Heart Roguelike Battle Royale. What is this? The Cube Atomic Universe. So it is actually called The Cube, okay.
Cute little guy. The Cube is yet another new project from Munfish, an MMORPG shooter set in the Atomic Universe on a massive levitating cube you can see there, where the edges are constantly rotating to create unique gameplay combinations that are ever evolving. All right, let's
That
jump
actually
into
sounds
the
like a really
Marvel
interesting
Cosmic
concept.
Invasion universe. The new retro beat 'em up coming to PC and
Average video
consoles
game
this
woman.
holiday with multiplayer
Tetanus
fun for
risk
up to 4
outfits.
players. You can pick between 15 Marvel
Love the four-fitted
characters
clothes.
to
Somehow
play,
back
but
you
so
steal the belly
far,
button as well.
only 7 have been revealed. Well, now it's time to meet the next 2.
Don't know if you're a fan of the outfits. I mean, they certainly attract attention. So, I mean, I don't mind them all that much. Like, that's not, when I play games, the outfits are not my top priority, but hey, if they look good, they look good. So this is Cosmic Invasion, a Marvel beat 'em up. So they're adding Rocket and She-Hulk. Nice. Automatically imagine what I'd be what it'd be like wearing them, and you. That's also fair. Thank goodness none of us are wearing them.
Oh my world.
Capcom.
What is this place?
Oh, this is the new Onimusha. You think of the theoretical safety risks.
You don't have a chance.
This looks very cool. This really does look awesome. I am very excited to see how this does. And also possibly just play it myself. I've never played Onimusha, but I know they just put out the remaster of the second game. And I kind of want to play this, not gonna lie. Nettie.
We both want the same thing, Musashi. But there's only room for one at the top. And it won't be a coward who runs from jewels.
Well, this is the English dub.
Words never did work between us, did they? Sasaki Ganyu.
That looked really cool. Hello. Nice.
That was a new look at Onimusha Way of the
Yeah,
Sword,
that's fair,
which we
Nettie.
announced back in December at the TGAs. It is coming in 2026 and will be playable this summer at Gamescom. Now let's completely switch gears. You guys all know I love my puppets, and this next project is one I've been tracking for a few years, as a team at Sans String Studios is using Unreal Engine 5 to create an insane digital puppeteering pipeline. It's actually a thing. What you're about to see is running completely in real time in Unreal, and I cannot wait to play it. Here is an unexpected new game announcement that combines comedic storytelling and arcade fighting action. Check this out.
Metal directly on skin with no padding. So this is in-engine footage. These these puppets look. This is how the game actually looks. Wow, that's actually... That's so impressive.
Show me what you got. What? If you're gonna be champ, we gotta transform you. Why are you even here? Don't waste my time.
Oh, the orphanage is going to be demolished, so...
Attaboy. Attaboy.
This looks like a movie. Yeah, take control of a flimsy puppet.
This maid ain't gonna beat itself. I've been taking dumps in there all day. Jeff.
Face off against unlikely opponents. This is... I cannot believe this is how the game looks. Felt that boxing. That looks so cool. This looks hilarious.
Super
yeah,
fun.
that
Gotta wish list that.
wow.
Right? All right. Well, next it's time to see the announcement of a brand new game in Deception We Trust.
Punch out puppets. That essentially.
Deep in the mountains, lost to time and legend.
In Deception
Only
We
the
Trust.
chosen find their way here, gathered from every corner of the earth, divided yet bound. Wolves.
We're covering up more of the vacuum seal.
Engaged in a perilous dance of wits, a game where truth is but a shadow.
Killer
Enough
in.
theatrics. I'll get to the point. Killer Inn is a murder mystery action game. The killers lurk elusively in plain sight. Kill someone, and a clue will remain. Hair, fingerprints, blood, clothes. The lambs scramble to find clues, one step closer to unmasking the culprits. Who is guilty will eventually come to light. Wolves win by killing every lamb. Lambs win by booting out every wolf. Such simple rules.
Okay.
There's so much more to this game of murderous
So it's
mystery.
like
Complete quest to level up, buy items with the gold
So it's
you
like
earn,
Among
loot
Us,
chests for weapons
but
and armor,
every
steal
time you
items,
kill
blow
someone,
up
you leave a
opponents,
clue.
poison others, place traps, discover one of your own is a wolf. Is killing not to your taste? Then you'd better escape the castle.
Oh. And if you don't want to kill anyone, you have to escape the castle.
You would do well to remember, deceit and deduction are your strongest weapons in this game of life or death. Your invitation awaits.
Honestly, that's a pretty interesting take on the formula.
That was Killer Inn, a 24-player multiplayer game from Square Enix.
24 players?
A game of life or death using social deduction skills to win. All right,
So
it's
the
hard to
murder mystery
believe this
social
next
deduction
was
game, I
first
guess.
announced at
I mean,
TGA in 2021.
the
I know it's been a while. Their recent tech tests
clue
prove that some things
part
are
of it is at
definitely
least
worth
fresh.
the wait. I'm of course talking about Ark Raiders. This is one of the most anticipated games of the year, and we're excited to share a new trailer which will tell you more about the mysteries surrounding the world of Speranza and the long-awaited launch date coming later this year. From Embark Studios, here's the world premiere of the release date trailer for Ark Raiders.
I've heard that Ark Raiders, the beta, did really well for itself. Like, Marathon, or maybe they're alphas. Marathon and Ark Raiders both had, like, alphas slash betas or something like that at the same time. Ark Raiders blew Marathon out of the water.
Let your body settle into a slow...
Which is crazy because Marathon is made by Bungie.
Clear your mind of all distractions. You don't have to walk this path alone.
Neither a horror
Surround
game,
yourself
which me and good
with
friends can be in. Play tactically as they're hauling. Oh, if only there was one.
Here, you are in control.
So I've never played an extraction shooter before. I wonder if Ark Raiders would be a good one to try to get into. October 30th, okay. This is an indie game called Repo. You might not
That's
have
right, everyone. Ark Raiders is
Oh, I
coming
guess you're right. I
October
guess Repo
30th,
is an extraction,
2025
considered an
for
extraction
PC
game.
and console. Congrats to Embark Studios. All right, Dune fans, now you can finally
Dune.
step onto the world of Arrakis yourself. Dune Awakening combines the survival and MMO genres with a thrilling cinematic story. It arrives on PC in just a few days on June 10th, but you can play it right now in Steam Advanced Access. Here is a brand new look.
Arrakis. The spice. What does it mean? Mirage. Lucy James is pretty cool. She's a journalist for GameSpot, and she's part of the Friends for a Second podcast, which Skill Up is also on. And I'm a big fan of Skill Up. But yeah, I've heard, yeah, Lucy James is pretty cool. Now with 80% more herbs and spices. The worm! Oh, he's not saluting. Portrayal, betrayal. I have not seen the recent movies, but I do know they are good. Oof. A rift between the two clans. Dune Awakening. You have to finish the book.
I saw my world fall to ash.
Ooh, what is this?
Consumed by the void.
When the void calls.
Try as I might to curb their advance. 'Twas all for naught.
Heroes must rise. Join the Sentinels. Is he not fitting gritty 30 something with a 5 o'clock shadow with a gun racing some child?
Neither man nor god, living nor dead.
Defy time and space. What's wrong with a gritty 30-something-year-old with a 5 o'clock shadow racing some child? Yeah, another game with the same art direction as FromSoft games.
To save what remains of our broken
Yeah.
worlds.
Not wrong.
You need only take my hand. Return to the past.
Chrono Odyssey.
Awaits.
Join the playtest on Steam. I mean, that looked interesting. Hawkeye Star Rail.
But the true lead of the
I
story
think.
has yet to emerge.
I think this is Hawkeye Star Rail.
Cannot be easy.
I will never forget my cause.
What is more compelling to you, sir?
Just as he once came
Or maybe
to me,
Wuthering Waves.
filling that dark tower with light.
Which one is it? Which one is it?
Happened while I was out. So I hear you're looking for someone?
The victors show no mercy to the defeated. People here despise weakness. Worship
Wuthering Waves,
strength
pretty sure.
and
Okay.
crave glory.
Heard good things about it, but I'm not gonna get into another gacha game.
I'm really curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
A rat in the vessel.
Ooh, what is this?
Such a tiny
What is this art style? Wake it. Is this Mio Memories of Old? Survive its guardians. Or no, Mio Memories in Orbit. Yeah. Play the demo now. Now. Oh my
That's
goodness.
Mio Memories in Orbit, a stunning new Metroidvania platformer that has a demo on Steam you can play right now as part of Next Fest.
Adding it to my library.
What you're about to see next is
Add to
a
library.
stop-motion co-op platformer where everything has been crafted by hand.
Absolutely
It's called
gonna
Out
be
of Words, and I'm
checking that
honored to
out.
show it to you today.
Out of Words. Epic Games Publishing presents A game by Wiredfly and Kong Orange. So this is one of their indie originals, probably? This looks very interesting. It reminds me a little bit of Unraveled. Or, Unravel. Actually, who made Unravel? I wonder if this is the same devs.
Don't you see? We can't.
Come on, follow me.
Yeah, that very horrifying. Yeah, Mio looks really pretty. This game also looks really pretty. Out of Words. Coming 2026. Probably here to do.
What a really unique
I
and different
don't
game.
mind the trope if
This
it's done
August
well.
signals the release of Mafia The Old Country, the next entry in the acclaimed Mafia franchise from the team at Hangar 13. It's a gritty mob story set in the brutal underworld of 1900 Sicily. Here is the Summer Game Fest trailer.
Okay, it's not the same people who made Unravel.
Come from someone close.
Hmm.
An enemy can't hurt you like a friend.
So this is the new Mafia game, Mafia The Old Country.
Who are
Yeah, I don't like the dad trope if it's done well.
My friends, my family, my beautiful daughter, Isabella.
Don Torrisi looks out for people around here. Sometimes the client is feeling less than cooperative and we need to,
teach them a lesson.
I probably endures a trial and cover myself under this adult. Thank you very
remind
much.
them of their obligations.
This is between us and Spadaro.
Where I come from.
Yeah, the trope is popular because it works, exactly.
Means everything. If this is how he wants it, this is how it'll be.
The Dons noticed you, Enzo. This is an opportunity.
Do you wish to commit?
Do you wish to commit? Watch all they massacre, my boy.
Enzo! We can't let them get away!
When Isabella became involved, it became our business. Miss family, loyalty is everything.
We do not always get to choose what we do.
We can choose who we are.
And who are you, Enzo?
Mafia The Old Country. Coming August 8th.
And if you thought that guy was a stud, just wait till you see this next game. LEGO Voyagers captures the creative, hands-on spirit of classic LEGO play and will also support a Friends Pass, just like Split Fiction. Here's the first ever look.
Lego Voyagers? Oh, Annapurna? The makers of Lego's Builder's Journey comes a new 2-player co-op game. Lego. And it has a Friends Pass. And it's from Annapurna. Hello, Momo. I'm glad you could join us. Hope your day is going well. Holy crap, there was so much. Let's see. Mortal Shell 2, Code Vein 2, a game that was entirely about puppets that looked incredibly realistic called Felt That. They had a new thing for Death Stranding 2. This is a new Lego game from Annapurna. It's 2-player and it has a Friends Pass called Lego Voyagers. There was one that looked really cool called End of Abyss. Out of Words looked really neat. There's a demo for Mio Memories in Orbit on Steam right now, and a new trailer that looked awesome. So yeah, that's a lot of what has been going on.
Hello, Summer Game Fest! I'm Carolyn Lawrence, voice actor for a few familiar faces you might have grown up with on Nickelodeon. Some with squirrel suits, thank you. Some with science smarts, and some with serious attitude. Nickelodeon has always been about wild worlds and weirder
the game
characters.
one accuses us to murder the
and
other.
while I'm mostly sworn to secrecy
Oh, Atomic
today,
Heart 2.
I am thrilled to have a hand in revealing something that brings a lot of those characters together like never before. I hope you enjoy the first look at Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Yeehaw!
Is this the person who voiced like Dexter from Dexter's Lab or something?
A great evil would emerge. However, a brave and wise and powerful
Oh, Sandy Cheeks. Yep.
handsome wizard
Sandy Cheeks.
call
Yep.
upon
I hear
his
it now.
magic powers to summon the most ferocious, most awesome, most totally radical
I didn't
evil
watch Nickelodeon when I was a kid.
had ever seen. They alone would be able to.
Wow. Okay. This is not what I expected at all. The magic begins fall 2025. Nicktoons and the Dice of Destiny. Okay.
It's been almost 2 years.
Hello,
since
Jeffrey. I'm glad I
players
could join
first
this video. It's
stepped into
going
the
well.
role of Geppetto's puppet
Oh,
to
Dexter's
save the
Cartoon
city
Network.
of Prague
Oh,
from
okay.
disease and puppet frenzy. Rise of
Have
Peace.
there
Overture
been
is
any
a
hype
DLC
announcements?
expansion
Mortal
of Rise
Shell
of P
2,
that transports players back in time with new
Code
characters,
Vein 2,
environments,
Felt That
and of course,
Boxing, Out of
opposing enemies and
Words,
bosses. Here's the
Atomic Heart
exclusive new
2.
look.
Felt That is a puppet game that looks incredibly realistic and awesome. Lies of P DLC, yes! I still need to play it. I played the demo, loved it. I beat the Parade Master boss on my first try. Or the Ringmaster boss on my first try in the demo. But I have not played the full game yet because I've been saving it for the channel, and boy do I want to play it. It's actually on sale for 50% off right now on Steam. I'm considering picking it up. But maybe at this point I'll wait for the DLC. Look at these enemy designs. Robotic arms make everything better. True. Whoa! Whoa! Available today?
Yes, that's right. Overture
What?
is available today across all platforms to play, so enjoy it this weekend. All right, next up, the small video game publisher Serenity
Okay, never
Forge,
mind.
based in Boulder, Colorado.
I don't need
shared
to
this
wait for
game
the
with me a few
DLC.
months back with a DM that said, Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill. That piqued my interest. I think you might get a kick out of this announcement, too.
Okay then. Doki Doki Literature Club meets Silent Hill? Huh?
I sit at the front of the dinner table where he used to be. Five plates full. Plates of food.
She's
Plates of tomatoes.
I really want to play Lies of P now.
Plates of angels.
What is this?
Plates of her legs.
Oh.
Beautiful. Broken. Plates of flowers. Plates and plates.
I like how the calm music is like still going,
The garden is
but
lush
now getting
and
mixed with a bunch of other things.
Dinner's ready.
Fractured Blooms. Wait.
There's a hunger that feeds and blooms, and I will feed, and I will bloom.
Okay, never mind.
I wouldn't recommend eating those tomatoes. All right, NCSoft is expanding its Blade and Soul universe. Let's take a look at the rich lore and dynamic action.
Who's the
Blade
dev
and
for
Soul
that?
Neo,
I'm very
just out
curious to
on
see who the dev
Steam,
is
and
for
Blade
that.
and Soul Heroes coming soon.
Who's the dev? Oh, the dev and publisher are both listed as Serenity Forge. I was going to say, that last anime... That anime 2D still, Blade and Soul Neo, what is that? Discover new origins, unite your heroes. Is that another gacha game? I really hope this isn't a gacha game, but it looks like a gacha game. But anyway, you went and bought the DLC. You switched the phone so you can watch in bed. The Lies of P DLC is out today, which no one saw coming. No one expected that to drop today. There was also a game that looks like Doki Doki Literature Club mixed with Silent Hill, and it's called Fractured Blooms. And it looked very scary and interesting. Hello, Vermilion. I'm glad I could join. Some day is going well. Was there some kind of gacha announced earlier after suffering a terrible curse from a witch? I now play those. I don't... Oh, there was a new trailer for Wuthering Waves, which is already out, but there's like a new expansion coming. But other than that, there has been no gacha. One Punch Man! Don't have time for all these bangers. I don't have to watch. I should be playing Expedition 33. Hey, I also need to finish Expedition 33. I'm right there with you. Crystal of Atlan times 1... What is this? Is this a... Is this the gacha segment? Oh, that's 7 Deadly Sins. Oh, what was the one you currently play? It's probably stuff you already knew about. I did hear a 7 Deadly Sins game was coming. No idea what kind of game it is, though. But anyway, really quick, back to Fractured Blooms. Was it just me, or did that still at the end, like, it looked like a 2D still? Didn't that look like Sayori? That didn't look like the character in the game. That 2D animated still looked like Sayori. That's why I wanted to check the developer, because I wanted to see if... I'm wondering if Fractured Blooms is secretly... Because, you know, all of that... If you watch Game Theory's video on, like, the old ARG, there was something to do with flowers, and, like, a flower, like, growing out of Yuri. So I'm wondering if Fractured Blooms might be a... And that had to do with eating people as well. And, like, blood. So I'm wondering if Fractured Blooms is a secret Doki Doki Literature Club sequel. They were the folks in charge of Doki Doki Plus. I know. But I wanted to see if it said, what's the name of it? Team Delgado. Or, no, Team Salvato, sorry.
It's available today. This is a technological showcase set in the world of The Witcher 4.
Alright, have a good rest of your night, Mirage. Thank you for stopping by.
You're seeing me live in real time. Squid Game will be coming.
You got here at the end. No, there's more. This is earlier this week. They had the like State of Unreal presentation, where they showed off the Unreal Engine 5 tech. And this is just a montage like from like related to that showcase.
We altered the course.
How long is this?
Nature.
It's
Unleashed
I believe
genetic
2 hours.
power
I believe
across
it's going to end at 7 because there's another showcase
Now
right afterwards.
It is up to us.
The Day of the Devs begins
to
at 7.
nurture what we have set free, to find hope.
So there's another hour
within
left.
This chaos. Well, to help life
find a way.
Okay, so Jurassic World Evolution 3. Oh, nice. I feel like the second one didn't come out that long ago. But hey, that's pretty cool. I know these games are very popular. 1 in the morning, worth it.
Hi, I'm Celia from Yacht Club Games.
Oh, Shovel Knight. Yes, Shovel Knight.
10 years ago, we broke new ground with our first game, Shovel Knight.
Why does it always happen when you have to go to work? I'm so sorry, Nettie.
Today, I'm thrilled to share a world premiere look at our next IP, Mina the Hollower.
Oh,
Mina continues our traditions of refining retro
it's from Mina the
gameplay for
Hollower.
a new generation. It's a bone-chilling adventure that it blends intense combat, free roaming exploration, and precise platforming. As Mina, a whip-wielding hollower, you'll burrow through danger and unravel the mysteries of a cursed island. A decade ago, we unearthed a groundbreaking legend. This year, we're bringing our next bona fide classic.
This game does look really good. Did that say October 31st? It sure did. Heck yeah. This is coming on Halloween. Love that. We didn't know that before, right? This is the first time we're hearing about a release date, I believe. Mina the Hollower launching October 30th. Demo out now. Adding that to my library.
All right. This is a special one. Our next game comes from a well-known developer that has done... Yeah. Kyle Bossman, everyone. Final Bossman. All right. Well, let me see what this says. Hey, Jeffy. If you're reading this, it means 3 things. Number 1, you're killing it at the fest with your oodles of totally natural charisma. Debatable. B, I'm at your house playing long darts with the fam. And 3, you're going to do me a solid and skip that Silksong trailer so you can pimp my revolutionary VR gaming venture that will shock the industry probably. A wet one on the lips, comma, wait. All right, let's take a look.
Wow. So Deadpool is making us skip the...
Hell yeah.
Skip the...
Handcrafted with cuddles by the Merc with a MetaQuest. Kick back and bask in the glory of gaming's first quintuple A tropical farming sim experience. Oh, hi, new friend. Oh, yeah. Escape the turd burger of late-stage capitalism.
Unironically,
VR magic and wonder.
They know. Yep.
You'll care for exotic pets.
Oh, happy birthday, Justin! That's so cool.
Hip hop Satan. Oh, hi. Don't worry. He's a fascist. He deserves this big time. This guy's a total dick. What the hell? Who designed this shit?
So, Deadpool VR game. Oh, you're right. This is certainly going to get copyrighted. I didn't even think of that. It's fine. I'll erase the thing. And, we'll just have to see,
Spider-Man gets Insomniac, and I get this shit?
That's actually pretty funny.
Is that weird? Whoa.
So, did they act... That's really funny that they skipped the Silksong trailer for Deadpool.
Neil Patrick Harris is Deadpool, all right.
Oh,
Neil Patrick Harris is Deadpool. That's pretty cool.
Dying Light the Beast, the culmination of a decade of Techland's experience building survival horror games. Kyle Crane is back as the player character in this title that blends open world and action survival horror. Let's take a look at the latest trailer with some
Nope, we're not going back.
news, the release date.
It was a funny bit. That is admittedly a funny bit. But now, if they don't have a Silksong trailer by the end of the showcase, people are going to be so mad.
Sociopath. He's experimenting on humans like they're lab rats.
The fact they joked about Silksong means we're getting it right. I think so.
God only knows what the Baron's planning to do with those monsters.
But you never know. I mean, it's Team Cherry we're talking about, so they might have told Geoff to sneak that in there just for a bit and not do anything with it. United we hope, divided we cope. Yep. You were in high school when you were announced. You just got your bachelor's degree. Congratulations on your degree.
His walls are, how big his army is. That fucker will pay for what he did to me. All the years he took
I hope they do with Chili Spin was not ready to take another joke like this. Yeah. I hope they have another trailer too. That actually looked pretty cool. So it's going to be a more significant milestone, yep. That looks pretty cool.
Then I'll go there and fucking kill him.
Okay. Oh, more later today, I guess? Wait, 4 p.m. Pacific?
There's the big news.
What is that,
Dying
9
Light, the Beast
p.m.?
is coming on August 22nd, Gamescom week. All right. This next game draws inspiration from classic coming-of-age films to capture the highs and lows of adolescence, the bonds of friendship, and the nostalgia of growing up. Mixtape comes from Beethoven and Dinosaur, an Annapurna Interactive, and this is your exclusive new look
We've
at
seen
this
this before.
game that plays like a love letter to teenage memories.
These are the same people who made The Artful Escape, which I personally didn't like, but this game looks way better.
Hanging out, getting buzzed. I've got to get out of this place.
What you eating? I'm eating a microwavable Asian rice
when
thing.
everything's about to change, it's time to look back on your greatest hits.
We will see. Silksong parents are going to bite Deadpool to death.
Mom, who is it? One moment. It's the pigs, darling. Shit.
Wow.
This year, experience a retrospective
Leo fact he
like
consumes.
no other. Beethoven and Dinosaur invites you to relive the teenage riot, to spend one last night together before school's out
This
forever.
looks a lot better than Artful Escape.
And with the soundtrack,
This looks really good.
It's gonna be one.
And it's definitely going to get. I will never be able to.
I love the kid.
This game will never be able to be played on YouTube.
Experience it for yourself.
Unless they have a
mixtape. Nothing.
Unless they have a streaming friendly version.
I trust you have seen it. A beautiful world.
Ooh, what is this?
Where harmony reigns. Will you struggle until your last fleeting moment? Your destinies are sealed. There is no
They might make a streamer friendly version. I hope so.
That is why we must end you. Right here and now.
Ooh,
This is gorgeous. Take this.
I like the look of this a lot.
And just getting started. Let's put it into action.
I'll put this on my list.
The surge of power. Savor each moment.
Now, get ready.
Big Shiba.
Everyone, are you with
The
me?
Shiba.
We will live on in this world. No matter
Big
what
fish.
hardships
Big
await.
koi.
quest for a future filled with hope.
I'm definitely putting this on my list. I love this style. Is this going to be the Genshin game that's not gacha that I always wanted?
Toa and the
Toa?
Guardians of the Sacred Tree.
What a long name.
A beautiful game. That was the global announcement of Toa, a new roguelike from Bandai
Well,
Namco.
I won't be able to play that on
Brownies
YouTube
and
either. The
Drawn
title won't
classic
be able to
Japanese
fit
art
within the
with a
100 character
whimsical
limit.
spin on Eastern mysticism. Next, we
Yes,
want
I
to
really like
introduce you
that.
to a game made by
definitely
a
gonna play that.
first-time solo developer in Bandung, Indonesia. With the help of 9 of his friends, he's built an intense action beat-em-up with brutal hand-to-hand combat set in his hometown. This is Axe of Blood.
Axe of Blood. Almost fumbled the pronunciation of Indonesia.
They left me with nothing. No justice. No peace. Just names on the wall.
And so this is a solo dev?
Isn't over. Not until I kill them all.
Ooh, okay. You know, for a solo dev, not too bad. It looks a little bit like Sleeping Dogs or like Sifu combined with that that Midnight what's that one game? The Midnight Murder game or something like that. The most cozy game I've ever seen. Those murders bloodshed game never stops to amuse me. Yeah, definitely. Was that a Wilhelm scream? That was a Wilhelm scream. I'll add it to my list. Oh, Axe. Axe, like, okay. Gotta redo it really quick.
Amazing what these solo devs can do today. Now it is time for the reveal of the next game from Montreal-based Tribute Games, the makers of TMNT Shredder's Revenge and Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which you saw a little bit earlier. If you're like me, you've been waiting for more than a decade for this reveal.
Okay. So it's a new beat 'em up. Universal. Oh, is this Gargoyles? The city has been taken over by 3 rival gangs. No, it's probably not. The vegans, the robots, the demons. Who's behind the madness? Someone has to do something. No, is it? Is this wait. Is this Scott Pilgrim? I saw the flying things and assumed gargoyles. Okay, a Scott Pilgrim beat 'em up is pretty neat. In a battle across space and time. That's pretty cool. 7 playable characters, creative combos. Need more Amanaguchi music. I feel like I've heard of them. I couldn't tell you what they've played in though. Scott Pilgrim EX.
Scott Pilgrim's back with his fist flying in a brand new brawling
always
adventure in
I don't
EX. You'll battle through space-time and the streets of my hometown of Toronto with Scott, Ramona, and 5 of their former rivals in this online 4-player co-op adventure with a story written by Scott Pilgrim creator Brian Lee O'Malley. All right, we're going to be
pretty
right
awesome.
back. But first, we have a very special message from Maggie Robertson, TGA winner in 2021 for her performance in Resident Evil Village.
Oh.
Ah, there you are. Wait long. We've been preparing delightful ways to make you suffer. So enter the village if you dare. We've slashed the price to be lower than ever for you simple little man things. Still thirsty? Worry not, you ungrateful wretch. There's plenty
Mirage. It's a shame Mirage is missing this.
Cease this foolishness. and make
This
your
would probably be the highlight of the this would probably be the highlight of the show for Mirage. Wow. Okay. Yep. I mean, that is the first Ascendant in a nutshell. Yeah. In case you guys don't know what this is, the first Ascendant is a free-to-play, like, it's kind of like Warframe, I think, but like way more egregious with the microtransactions, and also, yeah,
Since the dawn of time,
anime women.
Humankind has
Yes,
been
Warframe with
obsessed
bigger butts. Yep.
with the hard.
The tetanus.
Now, a glorious morning has dawned.
I said you haven't played
Something
Wisp in
that's simply
Warframe. I think I.
harder. Scum.
Oh. So is this a survival game? Craft hard, fight hard, scavenge hard. Okay, well, that is just there.
Your hard just got harder.
Scum 1.0. Okay, well. Mind's Eye is coming out next week, and 2 of the executives left. So things are not looking good.
What are you doing here?
So hang on, who is Wisp? Google Images. Oh my god, this is for sure getting copyright claimed. All around me are familiar faces. Oh my gosh. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Who said that? Vermilia. I see what you mean.
I'll be seeing you around.
I see what you mean.
Charlie, maybe this is the real me.
But yeah, I've heard that things are not looking good for this game. 2 of the executives left the studio, and the game is supposed to come out next week, so... I would hold off on maybe getting this one before seeing what the reviews are.
It's activating.
Has it been long enough that this song can be used unironically? Yeah, I also feel old. Showcase just claims galore. We'll see. Sometimes it'll shock me, and sometimes it won't get claimed.
Hi everyone, I'm Hakan Abrak, CEO of IO Interactive. We can't wait for you to
that
discover
other trailer was weird.
Mind's Eye when it launches
Not
on
this one,
June
the one
the
before
10th
it. That
from
trailer was really weird.
Build a Rocket Boy and IO partners. And yes, you may have noticed Agent 47 will be contracted for a very special assignment in Red Rock City. This week,
I'm dealing with so much copyright this week.
007 First Light to the world, and your reactions were heartwarming. It's coming in 2026, but we want to make the wait more exciting. We are bringing someone into Hitman, the World of Assassination, who is very dear to the Bond universe. Let's take a look.
Okay, Hitman update. Mishamaru, if you need to sleep, by all means sleep. It's okay. You don't have to stay up for me. I appreciate it, but you don't have to.
Shadow banker, known only as Le Chiffre, a financial mastermind.
Oh wow!
Ties to the criminal underworld. He has
Mads
arranged a
Mikkelsen from
high-stakes
Casino
poker game
Royale
at
is
the
coming to
Casino
Hitman.
Monarchique in Paris. Our clients have deemed this unacceptable.
I've invited these people for a reason. I know their weaknesses. Mr. Rengang, he's too impatient, and Miss Bai, well, she likes a drink.
You have no clue who that
I know
is?
about the newcomer, Mr. Smith, though.
The villain from the 007 movie Casino Royale. Mads Mikkelsen was the villain in Casino Royale.
Reaper. Unusual name.
Names are for friends. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Le Chiffre?
Okay. Nice.
There you have it, Hitman and 007
You don't think
are
you've ever
coming
seen a
together
007
in a
movie?
very unexpected way.
We know our
That's
players
okay. I've
waited
only
a long
seen
time for 007 First
Skyfall,
Light.
pretty
It's
much.
just around the corner, coming out next year. However, Hitman is live right now. So I thought, why wait? And I asked a fellow Danish friend to join me here. As a matter of fact, he is here with us today.
That's right, everyone at Summer Game Fest, please welcome the great Mads Mikkelsen.
Oh, wow. Okay. They got Mads Mikkelsen for for Summer Games Fest. All right.
See you, Mads. Thank you for joining us, and thanks for coming to Summer Game Fest. Mads, you are Cliff, but you're also Agent
It's the
47's
guy,
next
exactly.
target as Le Chiffre, the villain we know from Casino Royale.
Yep, that's it. And you know, this is I've always had a deep love for this character. It's a role that means a lot to me because of a lot of reasons. So when Hawkeye gave me the chance to step into the shoots of the Chiffre once again, I did not hesitate for 1 second. But this time is a little different. He's more confident. He's dangerous. He's not just a brilliant mind hiding behind a desk. He is visceral, unpredictable, and ruthless. And let's just say this time he doesn't outsource the violence anymore.
That's pretty cool.
So this mission is set in a casino in Paris. We want to make an homage to the movie Casino Royale while keeping surprises for our players. James Bond and Agent 47 have very different set of skills, and the mission will be handled in very different creative ways.
Yeah, he's not going to beat me in poker. He's going to figure something else out.
So I guess it is not just about the shot, it's about the bluffing around the table this time?
Yeah, sure, exactly. It's the Chiffre is always like 2 steps ahead of you. He reads you before you read him, so it's a little like bringing a chess player to a poker game.
We built the mission to allow several parts, unexpected characters, appearances, and even custom poker mechanics.
Wow.
Custom
all right, well,
poker mechanics? Interesting.
That's the best part. We wanted to surprise you, so the team is updating the game as we speak. Le Chiffre, Elusive Target mission starts today in a few hours.
Nice. That's really cool.
For only 30 days, and if you play it, you will unlock a unique reward in 007 First Light.
Amazing. All right.
Oh, you can only play it for 30 days?
For Summer Game Fest. Appreciate it, guys.
Thanks for
having
having
me. So much.
Thank you.
Great to see you.
So this mission is only available for the next 30 days? Okay,
Great stuff.
well.
All right, now here's the announcement of a new party game.
We gotta get in on
later
that.
This year that will delight LEGO fans, made with over 1 million LEGO bricks, 300 minifigures, and over 700 trillion minifigure combinations.
I mean, not me. I'm not going to get in on that. I haven't played Hitman. But, yeah. Lego Party.
We're minifigures, Dad. We don't have nails.
More Legos.
It's an action-packed contest to collect the most golden bricks.
But will you be helped by
Oh, so it's like Mario Party, but with Legos. Okay.
or lightly toasted by a flying lizard with wings?
That's a dragon, Ted.
Amazing mini-games.
Mini-games, Dad. We've got more of them than you can count.
If you are liking the it's available right now for today, I don't know what I'd do if it's not Silksong like that. I mean, they...
With surprises around every
Between
corner,
the
anything can happen.
Lies of P DLC and the James and the Le Chiffre update, I wouldn't be surprised if they shadow drop Silksong.
Those were literally just on screen, Ted.
Wow! We've got all that and more in LEGO Party!
You guys can clear your schedule. Heard Legos in your eyes snapped open.
Looking mighty tasty.
Yeah, it's like Mario Party, but with Legos. But we will see. There's about half an hour left.
All right, next, a new look at a new team shooter from Dreamhaven and Moonshot Games. 20 players across 5 ships venture into the most treacherous region of space, hoping to get their hands on the
Please don't announce it like that. You want to be ready for it.
Wildgate, and the
Same.
open beta starts next week during Steam Next Fest.
I would probably
And we're
drop
also very happy
everything
to
if
announce
Silksong got
the game will
Shadow
launch
dropped today.
on July 24th for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox. Let's see what it means to get into some serious space shenanigans.
Okay. So this is like a hero shooter, or like what exactly is this? Dreamhaven. We did hear about Wildgate previously, I believe, but I don't remember where or when it was. It doesn't look like it's a hero shooter. I feel like they'd be focusing more on the heroes if it was. So maybe it's just like a customizable character kind of thing.
Is that the artifact?
Stay with me.
It does look fun. Very colorful.
This'll be good.
And I do like the art style.
Good thing that wasn't our ship.
Wildgate. Open beta June 9th to 16th.
I'm proud to reveal to you the next game from Toronto-based Drinkbox Studios, the team behind the Guacamelee series and
Ooh.
Nobody Saves the World. They're
Okay.
making a full 3D game
I've
that
heard
can be
very
played
good things
alone
about both
or
of
with
those
a
things.
friend in co-op. You can find out more during Day of the Devs right after the show, but for now, here is the global reveal of Blighted.
Blighted. Okay.
Looking over this decaying world, one can only wonder
Guacamelee and Nobody Saves the World are both, I've heard, very good games.
it began with the ancient rituals. The dead buried with a seed from the trees of memory. Those who ate of the fruit saw the lives they lived.
Oh, okay.
And passed their knowledge to future generations. Until Sorcisto, in his lust for power, consumed the brains of the living, spreading this blight. You harbor it too, I see.
Ooh, okay. This looks very cool. Blighted. I love the colors. This is very Guacamelee-esque in terms of the color palette, I think.
Before the blight does.
Blighted. Another isometric game. Yeah. Looks neat. I want it.
There is more Blighted coming up right after the show in Day of the Devs. All right, next is a first-person survival action horror game from Team Clout. It's a new team of 50 with founders in Canada and Armenia. They partnered with the new Munfish Powerhouse label to bring this insane Unreal Engine 5 game to life with unpredictable monsters and visceral dismemberment. Here is your first look.
The game is called Ill. Munfish Powerhouse. I didn't know Munfish also published games. Ew. It's extremely graphic. Holy crap. Definitely not playing this. It's just R8 Village, but they forgot to render most of the letters. That's actually pretty funny. Actually, until Resident Evil 9 is announced, this does look like it could be Resident Evil 9. It looks like Resident Evil mixed with Dead Space, and I'm sure a lot of people are really going to like it. Oh my gosh, that's brutal. Ill. Ew.
Poor little babies. All right, Mecha Break is one of 2025's
It does look
most
really cool,
anticipated
but man, is
shooters,
that
with its previous
very
beta
violent.
amassing over 300,000 concurrent players on Steam and
Yep,
3 million
kick the
players
babies.
in total. In this game, you explore a sci-fi universe and pilot
Mecha
powerful
Break.
mechs with immersive aerial and ground combat. As a top wish-listed game, players are clamoring to know just one thing: when is the release date?
Yeah,
Well,
release
here's
date of Mecha
Mecha
Break.
Break's latest trailer with the answer you've all been waiting.
Who here is into mech games? I think there's at least one person who's into mech games in my community. Is it Momo? Momo, are you the one who usually gets excited for mech games? What would you do if there's chopping? I love this song. It is probably going to get claimed, but this song is really cool though. YouTube crashed. Did I miss anything in like the past 3 minutes? Do you like mechs? Isn't it in the mech games with some, but if it's done well, it can be very cool. You missed baby. You did miss baby kicking. I remember there's at least one person in my chat who's like into mech games, so we're watching. This is Mecha Break with a release date trailer. I couldn't remember last time this game was shown off. Someone got really excited, and I thought it was you. It felt really slow. Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it wasn't you. I apologize. Man, this song is so good, though. It was you? Oh, okay. I thought so. Oh my god. I really hope this song doesn't get claimed. I really don't want to erase it. This is so good. July 1st, so only in a couple of weeks. Something to play Armored Core, got your library
In this
just
next
waiting.
title, small-scale players traverse the oversized world around them, filled with local wildlife and hostile machines. Built by a small 8-person studio, this is Infinitesimals.
Okay. I think playing Armored Core is my first mecha game, ruined other ones for you. That's fair.
Approaching.
Infinitesimals. It's like a Bug's Life, but a shooter.
We must now face a stark reality. The industrial civilization we were expecting to join
Is trying to wipe you out?
is no more.
Oh. Helldivers, but bugs? Possibly, but I think it's single player. Infinite.
Whatever it takes.
Immals.
We find a way.
Is that how you spell it? Infinitesimals. Almost.
2026 marks the 30th anniversary
There we
of
go.
a legendary video game franchise.
Hello, I like
think
games.
we
I
all
enjoy this
know
review is going well.
very well. Please check this out.
Okay. What is this?
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, is this gonna be Resident Evil 9?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And to celebrate early, a special message from Takeuchi-san.
マギーさんありがとうございます。
カプコン竹内で
I
す。
see some random gameplays like the Life of
皆様の
Spider.
おかげでバイオハザードも30周年を迎えることができました。ありがとうございま
30th
す。
anniversary. Holy
さ
crap.
て、お待たせしているバイオハザードの最新作なんですが、もう少しだけ
Or it's a little
言葉だけ
longer.
するまで
Okay.
の間だけお待ちいただければと思います。それではこれからもバイオハザードシリーズよろしくお願いいたします。ありがとうございました。
Okay. So later it's gonna be Resident Evil 9. Okay.
Thank you, Takeuchi-san, for that very special message. We cannot wait for when the time is right to share more leading into the anniversary of Resident Evil. Now it is time for the next big update for a beloved franchise.
Okay. Oh, WWE. Alright, it could be a Resident Evil 1 remake. It's gonna creepy for near your birthday. Yeah, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Justin. Wait, what is this not WWE? What? I don't think this is Silksong. I'm very confused as to who this could be, as to what this could be. Is this Street Fighter?
Street Fighter 6.
Oh. What a weird way to announce DLC characters, but you know what? It's fine. What is this? Is this Fortnite? This looks like Fortnite. But maybe it's not? Team Fortress? This wouldn't be Team Fortress, would it? I doubt it. Last Flag. Okay. So it's like a massive capture the flag kind of game? Okay. So you're trying to hide the flag. So it's like a massive capture the flag battle royale, I guess. First guy reminded you of it.
Adios.
Yeah, I haven't really seen much of Team Fortress, but it looked more like Fortnite to me, but I don't know.
Wish list now.
Okay then. Well, I wish them luck.
That was Last Flag, a new online action game from the new indie studio Night Street Games, which is the ultimate game of capture the flag set in the 1970s. As you saw, the closed alpha will be starting.
Yeah, Valve is not making a third game of
Next,
anything.
we have a beautiful new trailer for a Souls-like action RPG game
Wuchang
developed
Fallen
in China
Feathers.
by Lenzi. Wuchang Fallen Feathers.
This one's coming
which
to
is
Game
launching
Pass.
on July 24th. Here's a look.
This one's coming to Game Pass, so I'll be able to play it.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted?
Another Souls-like.
Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends.
It looks really good. Very colorful. Wow. That enemy design's awesome, actually. Yeah, I'll 100% play this on Game Pass. Souls-like card game.
What will it take?
Many in many different genres.
Awaken you.
How long will this event last? There should be around 15 minutes left. Brass Lion Entertainment. Starting from Monster Hunter. You can wait 15 minutes. Yeah. Day of the Devs is right after this showcase, and I might stick around to watch that, to react to that as well. Huh? They're making... what? Wu-Tang Rise of the Deceiver. They're making a Souls-like based on the Wu-Tang Clan? Okay, you know what? I'll put that on my list.
Ghostface Killer is calling on you to rescue his Wu brothers. Wu-Tang Rise of the Receiver is a new co-op action RPG with anime-style fighting, and it's the debut title from the 53-member Brass Lion Entertainment. Now, here's a new look at Guild Wars 2, which has new updates including player housing and is free to play. This weekend, to celebrate SGF, you can take advantage of double XP
real quick, then come back for Day of the
long.
Devs. All right. I believe the Devolver Digital Showcase is also happening, but I don't know when.
My calling takes me far.
Let me check
from
really
home,
quick.
Where shared struggles form fast bonds.
My greatest advantage?
Devolver.
Their greatest weakness? Me.
Direct.
My story.
2025.
My story is yours.
What time is the direct? Epic Game Store. Okay, at 8 p.m. So right after this is Day of the Devs, and then right after Day of the Devs is Devolver Direct. Yeah, Guild Wars 2. Was it like an update for the MMO? Like, not gonna lie, I was looking up the time for the Devolver Direct, so I wasn't paying too much attention. Mongol Stardive, another gacha. I'm absolutely saying, like, for these kinds of games, I want a gacha game that is not gacha. Like, give me all of the elements, give me all the cool characters, give me the open world, give me the, like, exploration elements. I loved all of that in Genshin. If someone makes that kind of game without all the gacha elements, I'll be so happy. Oh. Bye, Mishamaru. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a good night. Right after Devolver Direct is the Deltarune episode commentary. I don't think we'll do any commentary today.
You're never gonna guess what happened. I took a bullet, I died, I came back.
Wasn't updated things later, so you can come try Guild Wars 2. Also the double XP event for these are games. Oh, okay. So yeah, this is all an ad. This is an ad block, pretty much. Okay.
Here is another game throwing back to a classic animation style. Enter a surreal world where you're a down-on-his-luck outcast who has to battle his inner demons, literally, in this action roguelike. Here's Into the Unwell.
Into the Unwell. I feel like I've heard of that. Into the Unwell. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness, this style. What is this? This style is so cool. Love the kazoo.
Another relapse, huh? Get well soon.
I love this art style so much. This is going on my list for sure.
Maybe it's too much for someone like you.
Man, okay, man, this art style's loud.
It won't always be so easy.
3D Cuphead, but as a roguelike, and yeah, wow, okay.
You still look a little unwell.
Alcoholism, basically disco. Yeah, pretty much. Splitgate 2.
Hey guys, I'm Ian Prue, the co-founder of 1047 Games. When we started Splitgate in our dorm room, we just wanted to make a game we could play with our friends.
Make FPS great again. What?
Now, with the help from our amazing community, we've built Splitgate 2. Why? Because I grew up playing Halo, and I'm tired of playing the same Call of Duty every year, and I wish we could have Titanfall 3. With Splitgate 2, we asked ourselves, how would we take Portals to the next level? What if you could portal to entirely different worlds? So we combined the action, movement, and gunplay of arena shooters with the scale and intensity of something much bigger. Splitgate Battle Royale launches free right now, and it's fucking awesome.
Okay. All right, well.
Just look at that water placement. Expertly done. This is the epitome of sport. We are splitting savants and jetpack geniuses. The movement is so
Launch is free right now. Wait, is this an Imagine Dragons song?
Can he complete the comeback he's going to try? He shoots! He gets the kill! Now that's how you pour.
The humming sounds like an Imagine Dragons song.
They got one! They got another! They're going to do it!
Maybe it won't be. We'll see. Nope, this is an Imagine Dragons song. This will 100%. Well, again, I've been surprised. Often it's the little things that you wouldn't expect that get claimed. It's not the big songs that get claimed. I would be very surprised if this didn't get claimed though. Our game is awesome, launching free right now. And anyone who's streaming this fest, screw you. No, honestly, it's really cool that Splitgate is a game that was just started by a few college buddies in a dorm room, and they are essentially making the FPS that they want to make, that they want to see in the industry. That is really cool. Yeah, because they're like, all FPS are the same right now. Let's just make the game we would want to play.
Now we are honored to showcase the latest project from the talented minds at RGG Studio in Japan.
Ooh, is this an update on, yes, Project Century? Is this gonna be Project Century? I think this might be Project Century. Project Century looked really cool when it was shown off at the Game Awards. You were interested in it for some time? Expedition 33 started development the same way? Yeah, pretty much. Oh yeah, this is absolutely Project Century. Yep, this is Project Century. Alright. Have fun doing what you gotta do, Nettie. Are you playing as a detective? It looks like you're playing as a detective, which would be really cool. Oh my! So you can choose to show him mercy or no mercy.
Got a name? Mako. Daito. Daito.
Wait, why does that sound familiar?
Don't I look like one? You're not? So, what are you then? Sana. 俺が知りてえや。
Project Century. Stranger Than Heaven. Okay. Can't go wrong with one-man cop story. Heck yeah.
You saw it at TGA last year as Project Century set in 1915, and now the full name has been revealed. Stranger Than Heaven, the brand new title from RGG Studio. This time it's now 1943, and knowing RGG, I'm sure more surprises are surely on there.
I wonder if you're playing as like a ghost.
All right, well, we're almost
or,
done here,
like
but we do have an
immortal
final,
person. Okay.
very special global game announcement to share with all of you who've been waiting. Today
Who've
we've
been
showcased
waiting.
a lot of projects from teams around the world, including many brand new studios, and we're proud of that. But this one comes from a studio that is no stranger to delivering blockbuster games time and again.
Okay, it's
When
not
I first got
Silksong.
a glimpse at this project last summer, I was absolutely blown away by the scale, scope, and ambition of this developer's vision. And while there are many places, really any place, this game could have been revealed, we are so deeply honored that we get to share it with the world right here at Summer Game Fest.
Is it? No. Okay, yeah, no, it's not Silksong. So, time and again, blockbuster games. So this has to be a franchise we're familiar with. How dare they name drop it for no reason? Yeah, exactly. Why would they bring up Silksong and then not put it in the rest of the stuff?
Grace. Grace. Grace Ashcroft.
Yes?
My office.
Oh, coming.
Remedy? It does look like it could be Remedy. But is it Remedy?
If this is
The
about
internet's
the
gonna go
report
rabid.
you asked for yesterday,
Yeah.
it'll be ready in 3. No, 2 days tops.
Put a hold on that for now. We found another body. One that exhibits the same pathology as the others we've been investigating. Now I need a good technical analyst on this.
Okay.
I need your eyes on the crime scene.
Why did the audio change?
The Renwood Hotel. I know that's where your mother was murdered. Alyssa died 8 years ago. Perhaps it's time for you to face the past.
I'm still unsure what this is. Wait, is it? He did say. Is this Resident Evil 9? He did say blink and it'll be ready. This is not Resident Evil 9, is it?
Stay close.
It can't be. Maybe? I don't know.
They're coming.
I know now that you're the one that I've been
It looks like it could be the Resident Evil engine.
one, the chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
What is this?
Strange deaths, huh?
We need to keep our voices down.
Have you seen the same shit I've seen?
Please know that you are
all my hope.
Everyone's gone.
No, Raccoon Police. It is Resident Evil 9. Wow, okay. That's awesome. And it's coming out in February, okay.
There you have it, Resident Evil Requiem. And it will be playable to fans this August at Gamescom.
Okay.
We'll also be hosting Opening Night Live on Tuesday, August 19th.
Very nice and misdirect from the earlier.
Requiem
Yeah.
marks a bold shift for the franchise, both in tone and gameplay, and today's reveal isn't just about survival horror. Expect high-stakes cinematic action too, with much more to share soon leading up to its launch on February 27th, 2026. Amazing. Thank you, Capcom. That was an amazing announcement. Glad we kept it a surprise. All right, that's going to do it for our live Summer Game Fest show. Let's thank our co-host, Lucy James. Didn't she do a great job, everyone?
Okay.
Good job. Lucy got to see the trailer for the first time.
I know.
Too.
I can't believe it. You kept that so secret.
Very top secret. All good. All right. Well, there's much more Summer Game Fest to come. Make sure to visit summergamefest.com to see a listing of all the digital events this weekend you can watch, and to highlight even more games, including the Xbox Games Showcase on Sunday. And stay tuned online to see coverage of many of the playable games at Summer Game Fest Play Days that's taking place this weekend in LA.
And make sure to stay tuned for Day of the Devs, which is coming up next, with additional new reveals from incredible independent studios around the world and deeper looks at some of the independent games we showcased today.
This was an
Thanks so
absolutely
much,
amazing
everyone.
fest.
Awesome. And
This
thanks
was.
to you, Lucy. Great job co-hosting. All right, that's going to do it for Summer Game Fest. We will see you at Gamescom on August 19th. Thanks, everybody.
That was nothing but bangers. But man, they name dropped Silksong and then didn't show it. Wow, okay. Good, yes, very good games though. I ended up putting 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, what the heck? But yeah, I put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 games on my list from that. Deadpool actually made them still do skip Silksong. Yep. They stabbed so many in the heart. Yep. Is there a chance they drop it on Day of the Devs? Would they? I don't know. Gonna go grab some food, be right back. Okay. Sounds good, Vermilia. Alright, we'll turn this.
Feeling bored with your video games?
Yep.
Your library is full, but it's
Day of the Devs starting right now.
Empty inside. If you sat down and played your entire game,
no Silksong, plenty of bangers. I agree. That showcase,
years old and everyone
so good.
Would be dead, including you. Don't let this happen. There is a better way.
One of the best.
I'm Tim Schafer from Video Games, and I'm here to tell you the good
Summer
news
Games
about
Fest
Day
we've
of the
had.
Devs. Day of the Devs
So
is an
many hype
all-volunteer
reveals.
curation committee that plays hundreds of games, so you don't have to bring you the very best of them to show you at places like this digital
Rams
showcase.
looks like during Day of the Devs talking about
How much does
Deadpool.
this cost, you might ask? $5 million? $10 million? Absolutely nothing. Day of the Devs is a nonprofit and supported entirely by generous contributions from people like you and also our generous sponsors. So all you have to do right now is sit back and prepare to be inspired.
But yeah, this is all
Enjoy
going to be
Day of the Devs digital show.
really small titles. I don't know if they would do Silksong here.
I'm excited to introduce the first look at a new title
Double
from Annapurna
Fine.
Interactive and the developers at No Goblin. Ever wanted to live the fantasy of casing a place, gathering intel, and pulling off a heist, all as a mysterious master thief? Well, in Snap and Grab, you'll be able to.
All
and the
right,
developers
have a
are here
good
to
rest
tell
of
you
your
how
night,
it's done.
Gingivier. Thank you so much for staying for as long as you did. Heading off to bed.
Hello.
All right,
I'm
JMT, thank you so
Saskia,
much for
senior
stopping
level
by.
designer
Have a good
and
rest of your
artist
night.
At No Goblin.
I'm Jamie, senior animator at No Goblin.
It's set for
We're
another 1 to 2
excited share
hours.
with you No Goblin's
You don't
new
have to if you don't
upcoming
want to.
game,
Sleepy Coffee
Snap and
Cup.
Grab.
If you gotta sleep, go ahead and sleep by all means.
Snap and grab. What?
Snap and grab.
I'm glad you asked. Picture this.
This direct
It's the
birthing a
80s.
Deadpool hate movement was
You
on your bingo
are
card.
nestled between
Yeah, so
high
like
fashion glamour
that
and high-ticket
had to
crime.
have been like
As
plan-
an
because
Filipino
that they had to have
the
rehearsed
world's
that.
greatest photographer. You'll be tasked with visiting a variety of
So,
rich
like,
and lavish settings, in which
I
you'll
don't
have
know
one
if
question
Team
on your
Cherry
mind.
told them to
What will
do
you
that,
be feeling tonight?
or if it, yeah, you might try to, you'll try, but you might fall asleep on stream. That's fine. The audacity to name drop it. Yeah, I know.
In Snap and Grab, you will do cool crimes with only your camera.
But yeah, I
and
don't
your
know
crew.
if Team Cherry came up with that or if
As you
Geoff
visit
came up
each
with
venue,
that, but
you will snap a variety of high-ticket
Yeah.
items, and anything that might help or hinder your crew's chances of getting to them.
so I'll put Snap and Grab on
Then,
my list.
You're done snapping. You'll use your photos to assemble your own step-by-step plan for your crew to grab your future possession.
Just be
That's
sure
kinda
to
neat.
consider anyone who might get in your way, including Rio, a detective who's been on Nifty's trail for quite some time now. Who knows when she'll catch up?
As your anonymous deeds make headlines, you'll attract new crew, giving you access to new ways to snap and grab.
Oh,
Will you
okay.
be able to plan the next perfect heist?
Your brother
Or
was one
will
day
your
you'd love
heist
to make a
fail
game. Me too,
spectacularly?
actually. I would love to like make or like I'd love to voice act in a game actually. I think that's a bucket list dream of mine to be able to voice act in a game. Brother was really hoping for
We
Portal
can't
3.
wait to see what you plan next in Snap and Grab.
Available
That's even
early
less
this
likely
year
to happen
on
than
PC,
Silksong.
PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S.
Thank you, Nettie. I
Does
appreciate
Untitled
that.
Goose Game ring a bell? It was one of the very
Untitled
early Day of
Goose
the Devs
Game.
games. So early, in fact, that when we asked the dev what the name of the game was, they asked, do they have to have a name? You know the rest of the story. House, based in Melbourne, Australia, is developing a brand new kind of experience that's unlike anything else you've ever played. But I'm not the right person to describe what it is. Better served that these anthropomorphized ant, duck, wobbly creature things do it for you. Take it away.
Hello.
Hello.
We're
Oh,
House.
wait.
You might know us because of our Goose Game.
Yep.
And we're here today to show you around our new game.
I've seen this. This was already announced before, I think.
It's a cooperative multiplayer adventure made for friends to play together. It's called Big Walk.
Yeah, Big Walk. This was announced at the
It's
Game
a tricky
Awards
game to
like 1 or
describe,
2 years ago.
But it's mainly about doing two things: talking and walking. So talking. It's a big part of Big Walk, and we've put a lot of work into making a proximity voice chat system that feels natural and playful. You'll sound different if you're speaking up close.
Hello.
Or far away.
Hello.
Or in a tunnel.
Hello.
Or over
That's
a
kinda cool.
walkie-talkie.
Hello. Over.
Or behind soundproof glass. In a situation like this, where you can't hear each other, you'll need to find other ways to communicate. So we've given you lots of ways to point and gesture,
Oh, there they are.
and plenty of tools to stay in touch when you're out of earshot. And if you can't use voice chat, or you just don't feel like it, we've also made a proximity text chat system, so you can play the entire game that way as well.
Nice.
Hello.
The game is set in a big open world that we've filled with all kinds of stuff. To see it all, you'll need to go for a big walk.
Big walk.
Exploring as part of a group is a special feeling. Our chat system makes it important to stick together, so navigating the world of Big Walk requires lots of teamwork and talking.
This looks very cute.
As you explore, you can split up and go off on your own adventures, or even lose each other accidentally. When you're apart, you won't be able to talk face to face, and so finding a way back together isn't always straightforward. If you get lost in the bush, don't worry. You'll find plenty of ways to stay in touch and find each other again.
Hello? If anyone can hear me, please shoot up a flare.
Thank you.
This building behind me has a challenge in it. Completing challenges like these is the way you make progress through the game. They're all about teamwork, and they're all a little bit different. A lot of them are designed so that you find funny and surprising new ways to talk. You might need to do some miming, or come up with a special code, or even sing to each other.
Okay, so you want to find a speaker that's like ooh wah wah ooh wah wah ooh wah wah.
They're not all about talking though. There's a bit of platforming in there, some sports, and some weirder stuff too.
Stop.
Our challenges are open-ended and leave plenty of room for you to do things your own way. Like the rest of the game, challenges in Big Walk are about the joy of
So many
muddling through
games y'all
things
got
together.
into from this showcase. So many.
So that's Big
I
Walk.
added 13 games.
There's heaps
14
to see and
games
do,
to my
but
list.
there's also lots of room to just hang out in between. We think there's some real magic that happens when you forget your plans and find yourselves doing something else entirely.
You can sit and watch the sunset.
It was a banger of a showcase.
Tell stories as you wait for the night to pass.
Go dancing.
Or you could steal your friend's binoculars and
You know
kick
what?
them into the ocean.
I'm putting this game on my list.
Oi.
Sorry.
We hope you enjoyed this little tour and got a sense of what we think is so special about this game.
Really like
We
the
made Big
co-op
Walk to be a
Lego
nice
one
way to
look
hang
cute.
out with your friends in a video game, and we hope you like playing it
Yeah.
as much as we do. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
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 Nice. That actually looked really cute. The first trailer didn't really sell me because I just thought it was a multiplayer game, but seeing all of that, it makes me
This
want
next
to play it
title's
even
from
more.
the art director of Journey and the team at Giant Squid, who brought you beautiful titles like Abzu.
Sword
and
of the
Atlas.
Sea.
You'll see the DNA of all those games in this one as you surf the sand on your sword and bring the sea back to life. This is Sword of the Sea.
Hi,
Heck
I'm
yeah.
Matt Nava. I'm the creative director at Giant Squid, and I'm very excited to share with you our latest game, Sword of the Sea.
Really quick, I'm gonna look up on Blue Sky what the reactions are to the summer showcase.
Sword of the Sea is a atmospheric adventure game where you surf on a sword. And it is trying to give you the kind of spiritual experience that you get as a surfer, a snowboarder, a skater. It takes a lot of what I've done in my previous games, going back all the way to Journey, Abzu, The Pathless, and you're going to see those elements in the game, but it's going to take you somewhere new. Sword of the Sea is all about movement, getting into a flow state, and
This
that's
looks
something
so
that
good.
as a snowboarder I've experienced myself.
You really want to play this game?
I feel like
Oh, yeah, you were
there's
talking
this
about Big
kind
Walk.
of
Yeah.
magical experience that
I'm
you
looking forward to
have
this one.
with these extreme sports. When you're doing it, you actually find this kind of meditative quality. You are moving very quickly, but you get to understand nature in a way that you can't otherwise. You get to see the whole mountain at once, and that lets you kind of connect with the world in a deeper way. And I think that's what
This
we want
looks
to
so
do with the
pretty.
game.
Want to play this game so bad, it looks magnifique. Truly does. And I can't wait to hear the music. The music is by Austin Wintory.
I'm really excited because Sword of the Sea has music written by Austin Wintory, a longtime collaborator
I should have just let
who I
them
work
talk.
with on Journey, Abzu, The Pathless, and he's done countless other games scores. It also has movement inspired by the old skating and snowboarding games. So if you played the Tony Hawk games, if you played the old snowboarding games, you're going to love the way that you move in Sword of the Sea.
And you can do tricks.
We can't really guarantee that the game will be a spiritual experience for players, but what we can do is create the environment, the conditions under which you might have one. Sword of the Sea
Ha!
is coming out this year, August
Um,
19th,
you do
on
cool skateboard
PlayStation
tricks.
5 and PC, so wishlist now.
This
Iron
next world
Pineapple
exclusive is a sequel to a game that has
posted
over
on Blue
4
Sky.
million players and
Why are there
counting.
so many
A runaway
Souls
hit if
likes,
there ever was one.
Lamau?
But to make a sequel, you have to bring something new to the genre, something evolved, and that's exactly what this developer did.
That's hilarious. The Souls-like YouTuber is talking about how there are too many Souls-likes. Escape Academy 2! There were
I'm
plenty,
Wyatt,
absolutely,
of 23
yes.
Games, and we're here to announce Escape Academy 2, Back to School, the sequel to
Yes,
Escape Academy.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I like Souls-like, so I don't mind, but there were a lot.
Escape Academy 2 is an open
Like,
world
it's a
escape room
genre that makes
where
money,
between your
so
escape
a
room
lot of
classes,
developers
you
are going to
explore
try
a
to
living
get their
and
hands on it.
breathing campus that functions as one big escape room.
Or take advantage
We
of
felt
it.
inspired by games like Animal Well and the Legend of Zelda series, and how they leverage free roam puzzle solving, so we're really excited to bring that into the Academy.
Our background as a studio is in building immersive narrative escape rooms. So when we started making a sequel for Escape Academy, we asked ourselves, how can we push that even
You play the Lives of P DLC?
We looked
Yep,
at
Lives of
feedback
P
from the first
DLC
game,
came out
and
today.
The number one most requested feature, by a huge margin, was more Academy, to really get to be a student at the school. This time around, we're going to let you explore the campus, to go to classes,
That's pretty cool.
meet other students, and, most importantly, find lots of rooms to lock yourself up in.
What was once a 2D level select map is now a fully realized explorable space. Whether you're
Welcome
returning
back,
to the
Vermilia.
Academy or stepping in for the first time, you'll find yourself in a world full of unique environments, from dusty puzzle archives to hidden rooms in unsuspected
I would say the only thing
The campus
that
is designed to reward curiosity with secrets tucked into every corner.
I
for
added a
players
game
to
called
discover.
Snap and Grab
From
to the
lighting
list.
an atmosphere to environmental
And,
storytelling, we've pushed every element to heighten immersion and
They showed more
For
from the
Escape
game
Academy
Big
2,
Walk.
our approach to narrative
that
is to really lean into the role play
Big
of
Walk is the next
embodying a
game from
student
people who
at
made
the
Untitled
Academy.
Goose Game.
You can talk to your fellow escapists to unlock
And
quests,
it was actually a really good
discover lore,
trailer.
And naturally,
It
hit
made
with a
me actually
deluge
want to
of
get the game.
Chrome-worthy puns. Apologies in advance.
Goodbye, NJB.
Over the course of the game,
Have a good
you'll
rest of your
puzzle
day. Thank you
way
so
through
much for stopping
character-driven
by.
Quest lines that string together campus challenges and escape rooms, taking you through your second-year curriculum and the game's central mystery. If you want to get a sneak peek at the game and help us unlock its full potential, join our Discord and sign up for a playtest. We'd love to borrow your brain.
Big Walk is like a this also looked good.
And we'll
Escape
see
Academy
you when
2.
you get back to school.
Huh.
So stupid.
Devo, Smashing Pumpkins, Lush. All these bands are part of the 80s, 90s
But
vibe that is mixed.
Big Walk is like an
from the
open world
prolific
multiplayer
creators of
game
the
where you
Artful
just walk
Escape.
around a
But
giant
this
forest
is not a
and
music game or
explore
a game about music.
and
It's
solve
a game
puzzles
about
and try to
life
find
and
new ways to
friends
talk to each
and
other.
the music that gets us through it.
Oh hi, I'm Johnny Galvatron from Beethoven.
So this is
and Dust, here
mixtape?
in Melbourne Rock
Yep.
City. And this is our secret hideout where we make video games. And this is one of our artists, Arden. Fuck off. We're the BAFTA award-winning team behind The Artful Escape. But who cares? What's next? We're making a mixtape.
I thought we were in Geoff Keighley's theme.
We're in Davido's too.
Oh, cool. Mixtape is a coming-of-age action-adventure game.
I did
about
not
three
like The Artful
friends on their
Escape.
last night together.
It was okay,
Listening to a perfectly curated soundtrack.
but I've definitely played
It's
better.
a psychedelic retrospective.
But this,
A musical
unironically,
journey that
looks
documents the
much
breadth of
better
their
than that.
friendship and their greatest hits. The whole game is a mixtape. The music is a mixtape. There's a mixtape of mechanics from skateboarding to
Like I said, I hope they
slashes,
have, like,
a
some
mixtape
kind of
of
streamer-friendly
eras, a mixtape of
mode.
art styles and media designed to take you back to the teenage wasteland.
We gonna get your stash and keep going?
That's a rookie move.
Yeah, have we taught you nothing, Cassandra?
What? We all go up to my room and immediately bolt? Dad, give away your grabbing booze.
But is the music any good? Holy flippin' meatballs, let me tell you all about it. Thank you very much. We got Joy Division, Devo, I love Devo, Smashing Pumpkins, Portishead, Roxy Music, Silverchair, Lush, The Cure, Susie and the Banshees, Stan Bush, the Jesus and Mary Chain, the unkillable Iggy Pop, and apparently many more.
Apparently. I mean, those are all. I've only heard of like 2 or 3 of those bands, but that is definitely a very cool mix of songs.
What are we doing? If death looks you in the eye, dude, don't blink.
Play it on Game Pass Day 1, wishlist it on
Nice.
Steam, play it on a PlayStation or Epic or whatever.
thought
Game
we were
Pass day
riding
one. Heck yeah.
I didn't want to get all sweaty and shit.
Fair.
Mixtape. Nothing but the hits.
Okay.
Did you see that Drinkbox Studios just announced their
So
next
dangerous,
title,
I
Blighted,
know.
moments ago at the Summer Game Fest? Well, now they're here to give you an in-depth look at the game.
In-depth look at Blighted.
I'm
Okay.
Ian, the lead designer at Drinkbox Studios.
And I'm Augusto, art director at Drinkbox.
We're excited to finally tell you about our new game, Blighted.
This looks really cool. I put this game on my list.
Blighted is a hardcore action Metroidvania.
Do we know how
set
long
in a
Day of the Devs is
psychedelic
going to go?
Western
An
nightmare.
hour.
The game's
because
full
Devolver
of
Direct
mysteries
is
and
right after
secrets,
it.
And one of its coolest features is a dynamic difficulty system that constantly changes the enemies.
At least I think
the
it's supposed to be an
player,
hour.
And the world around you as you play.
People in this world have a sacred ritual. When someone dies, a seed is planted in their brain. Over time, a tree grows from their skull and bears fruit. By eating this fruit, one gains a knowledge and experience of their ancestors. That's how it was for generations. That is
a really
until
cool
the one they
concept.
called Sorcisto defiled the ritual. He discovered that by eating brains raw, he gained immense power. Sorcisto ate the fruits, destroyed the trees, and devoured your entire community. And in doing so, he released a reality-altering disease known as Blight. As the lone survivor, you have a singular goal.
Okay.
Hunt down Sorcisto to reclaim the memories of your people.
Now, like the rest of the world, you're afflicted with blight. It's
Okay.
constantly overtaking you, making enemies aggressive and unpredictable, and changing your perception of the world. You can find ways to suppress it,
Interesting. Okay.
or you can harness it to fight back even harder. With practice, you'll be chaining together finishers, taking out huge blighted beasts, devouring their brains. and
Devolver
using their
Showcase in an
memories to
hour?
fight
Yes.
And explore. With
Yes,
enough
Devolver
blighted
Direct
memories,
is
you'll
in an
start to see
hour.
New layers of reality,
Or 40
reach hidden
minutes.
locations, and discover
What's
new
Devolver
gameplay
Showcase?
mechanics.
Devolver
Blighted
Digital
marks
is
our
one of
studio's
the
first venture
best
into
AA and
3D,
indie publishers. One of
allowing the
the,
art
well, I
team
should
to
say
bring
one of the
their designs
biggest
to a whole
AA
new
and
level
indie
as they
publishers
craft
out there, if not the
gorgeously
biggest.
living
They're
worlds
basically
where you
the
can explore.
American
You'll be
equivalent of
making your way
Annapurna.
through remains of long-dead civilizations, manifested
And they
nightmares,
also have a showcase
through
every year, and
mines
it's
carved
usually
into
pretty
the
weird.
interior of petrified giants and scaffolds to the gods. Drinkbox has a rich history with action games, from Guacamelee to Severed to Nobody Saves the World. And we're excited to craft another one that will put your
Best
skills
store
to the
sequel?
test.
Maybe. I'm hoping for
Blighted will
news on
support full
Possessors,
co-op, like many of our past games.
which is the next game
And
from the
we're
people
working
who
with
made Hyper
composer
Light
Jim
Drifter.
Guthrie to create a soundtrack you'll never forget. We're excited for you to try the game, and we're aiming to have a playable demo later this year.
Wishlist the game on Steam and follow us on social media to make sure you don't miss it.
This next title is from a bona fide Day of the Devs alumni, Outerloop, whose games Thirsty Suitors and Falcon Age have both been previously celebrated in our showcases.
I've
Outerloop
played
prides itself
Thirsty
on being a
Suitors.
minority-led
That's going to be one of the
studio
games I'm
with a mission to
reviewing.
create accessible but meaningful games.
You
that
just want more David
underrepresented
Fenn
cultures
music?
and
I
themes.
also would
This
like more
title is
David
a
Fenn
beautiful,
music.
vibrant example of just that. This is Dosa Divas.
Dosa Divas. The Moonlighter 2 might have some of that some David Fenn music. A spicy RPG.
No one cooks anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Food in tubes? Yuck. I'm so hungry.
Feed the Soul. So it's a cooking game. Oh, this looks straight out of Thirsty Suitors. To be fair, the cooking minigame in Thirsty Suitors was one of the best parts of that game. Battle your salty sister. Crush her fast food empire. Okay, so one of the weakest parts of Thirsty Suitors was the gameplay, because it just got so repetitive over time that...
Hi, I'm Eka,
like,
Creative Director of Outerloop Games, and I want to introduce you to our new game, Dosa Divas, a spicy narrative-based
Like, it's all
RPG.
like... It's
Platform through
turn-based,
vibrant
but
villages,
with like quick
battle
time events to make your moves more powerful. But it's the same quick time events and the
Reconcile with loved
same
ones.
moves every time. And by the end, I was really tired of it.
Double jump, drill.
I really hope this is not like that, but it looks like it might be like that.
New friends.
But hey, the cooking and aesthetic all looks really good.
Engage in a flavorful turn-based combat system where every attack packs some heat. Especially when you time it right. Hitting the action button as the hit lands amplifies your attack damage and strengthens your blocks.
Okay, that's a bit better. So that's like a Sea of Stars. That's what Sea of Stars does.
On attacks and skills.
So it's not a straight up
quick
time
training
event.
To break down their defenses and leave them stuffed. Cook up made-to-order food to wake up villagers from a processed food-induced haze using the expressive cooking system. Delivering delicious, hearty meals reconnects communities with their culture, history, and shared memories, and increases your reputation.
Okay.
Serve up looks by customizing your spirit met goddess. Create your own spicy style with custom wraps and accessories. Dose of Divas, our spicy narrative turn-based combat RPG, will be out in early 2026.
Okay. Early 2026, all right.
Our pals at Heart Machine
To give you an idea of what
it's
that basically looked like Thirsty Suitors, but a little bit better.
They're mixing things up
gameplay
with surreal interdimensional demon horror. It's a genre, right? Or is it a genre? Probably should be a genre. Here it is.
What is this? Demon horror? Oh boy. Demons! Oh no, not demons! The demons ate all the kids! And the teacher, oh. Teacher's possessed by a demon. Oh, that's really sad, actually. That's really sad. So wait, was that part of this trailer? I was expecting to see this at Devolver. Oh, it is. Oh my goodness. Yes! Possessors!
Hi, I'm Miriam, producer at Heart Machine, working on Possessors. Possessors is a search action game set in Sensu, a corporate run city which has been overrun by demons. What you've just seen is one of 4 animated shorts we made with Powerhouse Animation. They each tell the story of how a character or a creature from Possessors survived the attacks of the demon, or how they perished. In Possessors, you play as Luca, a teenager from Sensu who was injured in the disaster. Luca was forced to make a deal with a demon named Rem for both of them to survive. Rem possessed her, healed her, and made her strong. Now Luca and Rem are stuck together and forced to get along. They'll have to climb Sensu's skyscraper and fight through hordes of feral demons to escape the city. Along the way, Luca and Rem will discover what Sensu's corporate master were hiding, and piece together what happened by sharing their memory of the past. On behalf of the team, we're all very excited for you to play Possessors, which comes out later this year. In the meantime, you can
later
wish
this year.
Possessor on Steam, or try Luca's new demon power for yourself. A demo of the game will be available later today.
Oh my goodness. Later today, Possessors.
Moonlighter hooked me with its novel shopkeeping
so
gameplay,
many
its clean
demos
combat, and its satisfying
for
dungeons
Next
and
Fest. I
market
want to
gameplay.
play
I
it.
could seriously play it all day, and I did. The developers at Spain-based Digital Sun seem to have made some ambitious upgrades to its sequel, including an expansive
There are
3D world,
2
a
demos
big change
listed
from
on the
its
Steam
previous
page for
pixelated
some
form.
reason.
I hope you're as excited as I am to take a peek at Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
Interesting.
Hi there.
Okay, maybe
This
that's
is Ron
just
from
a
Digital
glitch.
Sun. I'm beyond thrilled to share this event with you and show what's in store for Moonlighter 2: The Endless Vault.
You can bet I'll be
Moonlighter 2:
playing
The
these
Endless Vault
demos
is a sequel to our beloved shopkeeping roguelike. As in the
during
first
Steam
game,
Next Fest.
here you venture into ever-changing dungeons to fight enemies and find
I don't know if
treasures.
I'll do any
Then
streams,
you
but
go
I
to
do
your
want
shop,
to talk
sell
about
your
the
loot,
demos I played
and
during
turn it
Steam
into
Next Fest.
profit to get better gear. This unique blend of gameplay is what made the first game so special, and now we're bringing it to a whole new dimension of quality and ambition. Talking about new dimensions, this entry begins in Tresna, a plot-brimming town. Here, Will finds himself stranded after one of his
love the
adventures.
aesthetic of this game. I still need to finish the first
He won't be
Moonlighter.
alone, though. Old and new faces will join him along the way. For now, let's jump straight into the portal, where every adventure unfolds and both battles and looting take place. From
The
arid
question
lands
is,
of
should I
Coldwood
finish it
to the
before
grassy
playing this one?
landscapes
I
of
don't know.
Aeolia, each biome offers new mechanics, enemies, and rewards. Combat has been
this
vastly
looks so
improved,
good.
with some enemies specialized in ranged weapons, while others focus on close combat. Once you clear a room, several things can happen. You might find a perk, in-run effects that can increase Will's power and unlock new abilities.
Nice.
The other option might sound familiar to veteran merchants, as you can also stumble upon a chest. Inside, you'll find tons of priceless relics.
Yeah. And you have
Depending on where you
to...
place them, relics will unleash all kinds of effects.
Yep, this was a really cool
Backpack management will influence the outcome of your expeditions. Unlike in the first game, you'll be able to see the base value of each relic, although backpack effects can double or triple your profit. Let's say that you keep the adventure running. Let's say that you even
If
feel brave
Silksong
enough
comes
to
with
face
your
one
gun,
of the
please
next two
remember
bosses. These battles will put your skills to the test. Take the so-called Herald, for instance.
Do you
This
have
is
to
one
leave
of the first bosses of the game,
Sleepy?
and shows how the combat has evolved since the
Or are
first
you...
Moonlight.
Oh, are you falling asleep?
The Herald will throw projectiles and beams
Good night.
non-stop,
Oh, okay.
forcing you to
Have a
find
good
cover
rest
and
of your
dodge
night,
hits.
Sleepy. If
He's also protected by
if
a
if
standard that you'll need to
Silksong
deactivate
comes
before
out, if
striking back.
Silksong
Merchants
drops
need to be
during
smart.
Day of the Devs, you will be
It doesn't matter how far you get. Successful
the
runs
first
leads
to
the same
know
place,
in the
your shop.
morning.
The shop is where you put a price on your loot and try to get the best deals. There are ways to influence the outcome. For now, all I can say is haggle hard, sell harder.
We got you,
Well,
Sleepy.
There's actually something I can already share with you. Just like the perks in the dungeons, you can also unlock special effects each time you open your shop.
That's pretty cool.
They can potentially skyrocket your profit, unleashing powerful synergies and selling streaks. You never know what will happen when you open your shop.
Don't say that.
That's
You're
why we
scared your
call it a
friends will just
shopkeeping
call you
dog,
awake
like
at
after
4
all.
a.m. Okay.
That's it for now. After
We'll
nearly
make sure
7
that you
years
are the
since
first to
original
know
Moonlighter was
at
released,
like
we hope
9
you're
or
as
10
excited
a.m.
as we are.
Whenever you
Please
usually
stay
wake up.
tuned to our socials for all things Moonlighter 2, The Endless World. See you in Tresna.
Inspired by Pietro Riva's manifesto, Rejector, Thomas feels driven to advance our medium by creating games for new audiences.
I got
to
you,
hopefully
Sleepy.
entice those who might not be usually interested in playing a video game to take an interest. From Thomas Waterzoo, creator of Please Touch the Artwork, this is Please Watch the Artwork.
Please watch the artwork. Good night.
Hi, welcome to Day of the Devs ASMR edition. My name is Thomas Waterzoo, and I'm a developer from Belgium. I'm the creator of Please Touch the Artwork, a series of casual and accessible games based on real paintings, where I explore what would happen if we did touch the artwork. I usually start by choosing a painter I like, and then think about what gameplay could fit their art style. For my third game, I fell in love with American realist painter Edward Hopper, but this time, you're not gonna be touching artworks, you're just gonna be watching them.
Okay.
At night.
Oh. Oh my. So it's like a security camera?
Please Watch the Artwork is a psychological spot the difference game, where you are a night watch at the Museum of
Oh my
Animated Modern
gosh.
Art. In short, Mama. Your job is simple. Watch the paintings and report
So it's
any
like
anomalies.
observation.
These are not your everyday paintings. They are alive, and there is a mysterious sad clown wandering around, spreading their sadness over all the paintings. You're gonna need a good memory, focus, and lots of coffee to avoid this from happening. If you don't know
It's
Edward
observation
Hopper,
room.
no worries.
Wow, okay.
You don't need to
It was-
know
it's
to be able to enjoy the
Night at the
game.
museum.
But he's most famous for his painting, Nighthawks. He depicted themes like loneliness and urban isolation. So for me,
Oh my
it made
goodness.
sense to create a psychological horror game. I also wanted a mechanic that made people really look at the paintings, hence the spot the difference gameplay. There are no jump scares in this game, and no monsters. The only things that are chasing you are the feelings of paranoia, self-doubt, and maybe some nostalgia towards Hopper's America from the early 20th century.
I love these paintings, though.
Okay,
These are really nice.
You've
Good.
got
These
some
are really good
clowns,
paintings.
but they are kind of harmless. It's just you, the night, and the paintings. I don't have a release date yet, but you can now wishlist the game on Steam. However, and don't tell this to anyone, it's probably gonna be around Halloween this year. Shh. Okay. Thanks to Day of the Devs for giving me this wonderful opportunity, and I
Play
really
it cool.
hope
Maybe
you like
YouTube
this
won't
bizarre
notice.
little thing I made. Bye-bye.
But that is. So yeah, it's
We've had a
a
long time love affair
observation
with this next
room,
dev at Tribute Games. It goes all the way back to
or
the
whatever
very
that
first day of
series
the
is
devs where we
called.
showed Mercenary Kings. It's been amazing to see what they've done since then with games like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge, which is a huge nostalgic bomb, and they're set to deliver again with Marvel Comic Invasion.
Hi, I'm Frédéric Gemus.
And I'm Kevin Chiasson.
Marvel
we are
Comic
part of Tribute
Invasion.
Games from Montreal, Canada, and are currently working on Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
But also
Marvel
on that
Cosmic Invasion is a
Scott Pilgrim
retro-inspired
game.
beat 'em up set in the Marvel universe. When Annihilus launches an attack across the galaxy,
Reminds you of those
it's up
games
to
not long
50
ago by
Marvel
Analog Horror.
superheroes
Yeah, those are
to
the
save
observation games.
So far, we've announced Captain America, Spider-Man,
Or
Venom,
like
Wolverine,
maybe
Storm,
I don't know. If
Nova.
that's exactly what you're thinking of, but
And we've just revealed
Yep.
that Rocket Raccoon and She-Hulk are joining the fight.
Each heroes have been designed around their unique strengths and powers. Some of them can take on airborne enemies, while others can deal devastating damage closer to the ground.
Nice.
We also introduced an exciting mechanic, the Cosmic Swap, a tag team system allowing for instant switching
Tag
between
team.
two heroes, creating powerful combos and unique strategies.
For level design,
Combo!
we recreated iconic Marvel settings such as the mutant heaven of Genosha, the high-tech mobile base of S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, plus a thrilling roster of legendary locations across the cosmos. We had a lot of fun inserting fan-favorite references for you to find out in the background, so
Nice.
keep a lookout.
As devoted fans of the Marvel Universe, we saw this project as a huge honor and a great opportunity
This does look
to
really cool.
celebrate our
I'm not
childhood's
into beat 'em
fondest
ups all that
memories.
much, but this looks
Who knew
awesome.
that the countless hours spent at the comic book shop or the arcades would bring us here today?
We hope that Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a true love letter to all fans who grew up with the Marvel Universe.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is coming to PC and consoles this holiday.
Nice.
And now for something of a moodier persuasion. A horror fantasy life sim, co-directed by the pixel artist from Celeste, with haunting and lovely music
Neverway?
from Disaster Piece, composer of Hyperlight Drifter, It Follows, and Fez. And to boot, an amazing group of human developers from Vancouver.
Yeah, this was announced during 6-1? Oh, whoops. Discord jump scare. Yep.
Hi, I'm Isa, programmer and writer of Neverway.
Hyperlight Drifter
Hello,
mentioned.
Pedro,
Yeah,
artist and
it's
designer
from
of
the
Neverway.
same
Horror
studio.
RPG and live sim, and the debut title of our new studio called Blood Inc.
You play the game as Fiona. After quitting your dead-end job, you try to start over on a farm, a place where you can escape from all your problems and finally start fresh.
I thought
But it
streamer
gets
mode would have
darker.
turned itself
Fiona
on.
will find herself indebted as immortal herald of a dead god. With your sword, you can fight in a
Hang on, let
fast-paced
me-
combat, and you can choose your secondary gear to change how you
me see if I
fight,
can turn
like
streamer
a
mode on
hookshot
from,
you just
uh,
crafted.
But remember, you still need to keep your new life on track. You can do
From
things
here.
like shopping at the Cellmart or paying your mortgage using your very own Luna OS computer. You can also befriend or even romance more than 10 characters, each with their own special cutscenes
This looks
and
really cool.
routines that
I'm
can
really
interact
enjoying.
with each other.
Like
And as
this
you
game
get
looks
closer
awesome.
to those
This is
characters,
definitely
you can use those
staying on my
relationships
radar.
to unlock new combat abilities that change the way you fight.
You can farm, fish, and cook, but Neverway doesn't play like a regular live sim RPG. Time progresses in 3 blocks: morning, afternoon, and evening, and you choose when to advance by doing things like eating, sleeping, or reading a manual.
Oh,
The
okay.
idea is to let you set
love that
your
you're using
own
the
pace.
chibi layout. Thank you.
So you can choose when you want to fight.
I figured it'd be nice.
Or when you just need a break and see your friends.
You will eventually start searching for the Neverway, a decaying, nightmarish reality that is slowly leaking into yours. There you will learn what's happening to this dark, post-apocalyptic world as you pay out your debt.
If this sounds like your kind of game, you can wishlist Neverway on Steam and stay up to date to our latest announcements. And thank you for watching.
Yeah, and of course I credited you in the description, Nettie. If you haven't, please subscribe to Nettie.
It's time for a world premiere. This one from a studio based in Johannesburg called Nyamako. Their previous title, the postmodern platformer Semblance, earned them a place on Forbes Africa's 30 Under 30 list back in 2018, along with a host of other accolades. And since then, they've been hard at work on Relooted, a heist game which tackles a political and righteous subject matter. Please take a look.
We need a ride.
Something incognito.
Like a submarine.
No, but also fast.
Like a jet/submarine.
Can you be serious?
Ready.
Hi, I'm Market, the lead animator at Nyamako.
And I'm Sita, producer at Nyamako.
Relooted is set in the near future, where a new treaty has been signed between the West and Africa. The treaty goes that all African artifacts that are on public display must be returned to their country of origin. But museums are using a loophole to avoid repatriation. They begin to only exhibit artifacts in private. Our heist crew is made up of regular people who band together to see these artifacts returned to their country of origin, operating from a hideout in Johannesburg, South Africa.
Cuckoo, how do you do the mysterious plane, guy?
Are you not tired?
This looks really good.
We have work to do tomorrow.
In the real world,
Love the art style, love the cultural stuff.
estimated that 90% of sub-Saharan African cultural heritage is in the possession of Western collections. That is millions upon millions of deeply important cultural, spiritual, and personal artifacts, including human remains, that aren't in their rightful place. While the locations in the game are vague and invented, the 70 artifacts in Relooted are very much real. And, as of today, reside in Western museums and private collections. Take, for example, the Ngaji drum, a hugely important spiritual item to the Pokomo people of Kenya. It was believed destroyed in 1910. In reality, it had been sent and kept in storage in a European museum. In 2016, a museum let a Pokomo prince visit the drum in storage. He was the first Kenyan in over 100 years to see the drum. It still remains in storage today.
Wow.
Before each mission in Relooted,
so is it like for stealing cultural artifacts from the museums? That's I really like that concept.
Their significance and how they came to be removed from the African continent.
Yes, the thumbnails were incredible.
To England following the suicide
You did an absolutely fantastic job,
the
Nettie.
defeat of the Ethiopians by the British at Magdala in 1868.
Here, really quick,
Relooted is a
I'm going to
combination
switch
of
just
action and
to...
puzzle. Once you pick up a target
Give me 1
artifact,
second.
the alarm triggers, and you only have a certain time to get out before security arrests you.
Let me move
Puzzle
this to
comes
my
in
other
figuring out
monitor.
your plan, and the action comes in executing it. The heists are
Now
made
I
up
can
of 3 phases.
fix
In
things
phase
without-
1, you case the joint.
Okay, hang on.
Collecting information about where the targets are and what obstacles you'll face.
From here, we can smash the security glass and get you up to the next floor.
In phase 2, you roam the level, carefully avoiding tripping the alarm and preparing your escape route. In phase 3, you execute, flowing through your plan. And
Crime is a
evading
game
security
mechanical,
systems
yeah.
As you carry Africa's heritage home.
Oh, I love how this looks.
Relooted is coming to Steam, the Epic Game Store, and Xbox Series X and S. You can wishlist it now.
Remember Patapon, that charming series of games about those little dudes walking around doing stuff and making
Hey,
music?
you deserve
there's
it,
a
Nettie.
Sequel. Well, kind of a sequel. It's a
You deserve
spiritual
all the
successor.
praise.
It's the core team from Sony Japan that made the OG games coming back at you with more charming little dudes doing stuff while making music. Here it is.
Patapon.
こんにちは。パタポンの原作者であり、
It's Patapon!
ラタタンの開発をしております。小谷博樹と言います。
そして私はラタタンのリードプロデューサーを務める坂尻和人と申します。
私は現在サーフィンやランニング、そして大好きなけん玉の練習をしている時以外は常にラタタンがより面白くなるように努力をしているところになります。
ラタタンはよりカラフルなデザインと、オンラインマルチプレイモード、ローグライトなど新たなゲームデザインに取り組んで日々開発を行っています。
そして皆さんと一緒に育ててきたファンベースはとても素晴らしいものであり、
Here, I'll make it full
コミュ
screen.
ニティに投稿していただける応援のメッセージとか可愛らしいファンアートにはいつも励まされています。
プロデューサーとして日々この業界の苦しさを感じております。ですがこのように自分たちの好きなゲームが作れることに日々喜びを感じています。我々インディーチームですのでまだまだ皆さんの支援が必要となります。今日は、新しいトレーラーをお持ちしましたので、ぜひご覧いただきたいと思います。それではどうぞ。
Patapon! Rattata Arts. We've seen this announced already, I think. Ratatan. Oh my. Rataport. Look at this. Look at the little guys. I love the art style. La da 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 da. The sound of this is so charming. Dark Ratatans crash the scene. Ratatata! Beat the odds together. Oh my, tone change. Early access begins July 25th on Steam.
Day of the Devs. そして素晴らしいファンの皆さんに感謝を込めまして乾杯
This next game, led by the legendary Warren Spector of Epic Mickey and Deus Ex fame, is a totally new take on stealth. His talented team is making something like nothing else. It's an evocative game set in a turn-of-the-century universe, and I cannot wait to play it.
Hi, I'm Warren Spector, Chief Creative Officer at Other Side Entertainment.
Okay.
At Other Side, we don't play it
Deus Ex and Epic Mickey, you have my attention.
Hard problems, and we do what's right for games and gamers. And what's right now is thick as thieves.
That's what I thought.
It's a multiplayer stealth.
This was announced at the Game Awards. It's a multiplayer like heist game.
Terrific. The team behind the game is so excited by the response that we wanted to show you more. So here's an early pre-alpha sneak peek at Other Side's upcoming player-powered game, Thick as Thieves.
I believe it's also PvP. Like it's PvE and PvP.
So we're trying to have all the bells and whistles of an immersive stealth game, like hiding in shadows, understanding NPC pathing and vision cones and timing your movements with them, and lockpicking your way through a guarded location. The X factor to me, however, is probably the presence of other players in the same game.
So is this solo, or are you working with other people?
I could study the AI all day long. I could study the levels all day long. But the other thing is,
I don't know what another player is going to do. Are they going to actually pickpocket me, making, situations that are just so fun? Something that won't happen in another match ever again. I think that's the thing that I'm looking most forward to seeing players do.
Okay. I feel like a real master of stealth or deceit or cunning, because I'm not just outsmarting NPC AI, which can be satisfying, but it's an actual human being that I'm getting the best of.
So one of our core design pillars in Thick as Thieves is
Interesting.
to play with your ears. And to me, that means a lot as audio director, because you understand your surroundings at all times. You understand where you are on the map. You can hear where other thieves are. You can hear other threats like guards. You could also be able to tell, like, oh, I'm in this quiet environment, and then I can hear outside it's very loud. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, okay, if it's raining and there's a thunderstorm, maybe that can mask some of my sounds. So I can
Have some
kind of
stuff
go
come
in
up.
undetected.
All right. Have a good rest of your day, Vermilia. Thank you so much for stopping by.
And a lot of this is not faked. If you hear a train in the background in the distance, there's actually a train passing by.
Oh, okay.
Every thief for themselves, right? Thieves going at it 1v1v1. And one thing that I really like to do is kind of stay back in the shadows and watch everyone go at it. People are falling into my traps and then just waiting for the right moment to swoop in.
This could be very interesting.
So every match is always fresh to me. The weather changes, the locations of the clues or the loot, the guard patrols, and of course the players are always on their own separate quests, so really anything can happen.
Huh, okay.
We've been working on this game for a while now, and I'm just totally stoked that other people are excited about it too. I really want to get this game in front of more players as soon as we can, and I'm hoping that many of you will sign up for a playtest. We'd love to get your feedback on the game, and we'd love to show you what we've been putting together over here. So, thank you very much.
This is a new title from a
Playtest
longtime
coming
collaborator
up.
of ours, both at Double Fine Presents, where we publish their game Kids, and here at Day of the Devs, where we've highlighted titles like Time Flies. Here's a first look at their new game, Pocket Boss.
Pocket Boss.
Hi, I'm Mario. I'm roughly half of a small studio called Playables based in Zurich, Switzerland. I worked on games like Plug and Play and Kids, but now I'm looking forward to show you something brand new, Pocket Boss. Pocket Boss is a short game about the small joys of manipulating data. As a remote worker, you're in touch with your boss through a chat interface and will get all kinds of requests.
Okay.
Be smart, erase competitors with one swipe of a finger, navigate the stock market without crashing, and generally find easy solutions for hard problems.
Alright.
The boss will verify if everything looks correct, and most importantly, beautiful. But as you do all that, the charts start to get a life of their own. They go wild. Will you be able to tame them?
So trying to fix that.
Or maybe even find your own satisfaction on your way to success? Pocket Boss is an intimate encounter with data exploring the secret life of charts. The game will come out later this year. You can find more information and the link to the Steam page on pocketboss.ch. Thank you.
That looked charming. I'm putting that on my
This
list.
game is all about food and our complicated relationship with what we eat and what we see when looking at the scale. Its unique gameplay unpacks the frustration and even the strange humor of cooking, eating, working out, and more.
Okay.
And we finally have a release date.
Hi, I'm Jenny.
Hi, I'm AP.
We're the co-directors of Consume Me.
Consume Me won
Consume
the
Me?
Seamus McNally Grand Prize at the 2025 Independent Games Festival.
Quite charming, yeah.
More importantly,
That's what I thought.
It's about to get its release date announced at Day of the Devs.
After we talk specifically about how cool it is.
Okay.
Did you
Ah,
feel
yeah,
like a complete
meme.
jerk and or a loser in high school? Well, I did.
And I did not stop her from spending several years of her adult life letting me make a hardcore role-playing game about it with her.
I was not my high school valedictorian. My grades were a toilet emoji. Furthermore, 0 European museums had ever yet featured an exhibit of my art. So the only thing I could think of to want to do was get hot. That's where you come in. Are you tough enough to help cartoon me get hot?
Each story chapter in Consume Me sees Jenny with new goals and not enough time to comfortably accomplish them.
That actually sounds very
by making
funny.
Meticulous decisions about how to spend her free time.
Every activity costs or boosts different resources. These activities often involve mechanically hilarious mini-games.
In Consume Me, putting food on your lunch plate is a puzzle game.
You can buy a sponge at the corner store to make the hitbox bigger in the bathroom cleaning minigame, and you can also wear a special outfit that results in your mom giving you more money if you clean the whole bathroom.
Yoga might kill you.
Encounter cash on the street while walking your dog.
This part is based on real life, by the way. 1 out of every 16 times I walked my dogs over the past 4 years, I've encountered a crisp 20 on the ground.
Can you win the heart of the boy of your dreams? Can you hold on to it? Can you chart a course toward a sustainable future? Can you fit just one more to-do goal on your plate? Or is it already full to bursting?
More importantly, does any of this matter, either in the game or in real life?
We don't have time to spoil the story here.
So you'll have to find out yourself when Consume Me comes to Steam on September 25th, 2025.
Please wishlist it as soon as you can.
Seriously, at the rate of $20
Funny
for
and realistic,
16
you
dog
love it?
walks,
Yeah.
it is going to take me 1,095.89 years to earn $1 million, and we need to make another game after this.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Why this game feels
Sometimes
so real?
great games
Because
can go
it
unnoticed.
feels
If you're
real.
lucky, maybe you build a small cult audience.
It's
but very
the
rarely
art
do those games go
style,
on to
the
inspire huge games
themes.
like
That's very
exactly
funny.
What happened with this game? Originally released in 2008, and now seeing a release on Steam and Switch. This is Off.
Oh,
Hello, I am Mortis Ghost, a Brussels-based comic book artist and creator of the game Off.
It's Off. Coming to
Off is a
Steam.
game I made 15 years ago when I was still a big, sweetie, drooling crybaby. It's a Japanese-inspired RPG where you control a baseball batter chasing ghosts in a cubic, strange world. I made this game with no other ambition than to create something funny to show my friends and a few people on the internet. But it got out of my control and became very famous. The reason is that the game is somehow cursed. It harbors a diabolical force that I can't describe. I ask you please not to play it.
Oh. Well, the developer himself is asking me not to play this, so I guess I can't.
Hi, I'm Jack Murphy, a dev on Off.
I'm Ryan Allier and the studio director. It's been a pleasure to work with Mortis Ghost to bring Off to fans old and new.
Off has inspired many indie RPGs over the years, such as One Shot and Undertale.
Hey everyone, it's Toby. Off was a big inspiration to me and Undertale, and
Wow.
I hope you will take this chance to play it either for the first time or the 100th time.
We got Toby.
Oh.
Off celebrates its 17th anniversary this year, and we've worked hard to preserve its original spirit as we bring it to modern platforms.
In addition, Mortis Ghost has designed 6 new bosses for returning controllers. Plus, we have a new
Toby
soundtrack
cameo
premiering
in
right
Day of
now,
the Devs.
and revamped combat.
It does look very surreal and interesting.
We're proud to announce Off's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
What's it gonna be? What's this gonna be? What's it gonna be? August 15th.
And now a world
Alright.
premiere from a studio based in Quebec called Game Team 6. This is their second game together, and it's one of those where the title kind of tells you all you really need to know and has you sold before you've even seen a pixel. Please
Okay.
enjoy your first look at Tire Boy.
Tire Boy.
Hi, I'm Corey Martin.
I'm Thomas Tobin. And I'm Andy Chmelenko.
We're co-creators of Game Team 6, a small studio from Canada making heartfelt games with big ideas. We're so
what was your
excited
first
to
game?
introduce you to Tire Boy, a playful action-adventure platformer about a tire person.
Tire Boy is fast and nimble, leaping through lush environments, solving environmental puzzles and taking on heroic battles.
Look at him go!
All while helping locals and uncovering his own past.
Tyboy may be the last of his kind and was lost as a
Beautiful.
child. At the start of the game, we learn how he was raised by a large owl named Nestwick and doesn't know much about his family or ancestors.
It's a story about connection and curiosity as Tyboy journeys through a vast, unfamiliar world, searching for purpose and traces of his forgotten origins.
Many of the locals have grown fond of Tyboy. They'll often ask him for things ranging from small favors to the game's main objective, which is to repair a giant radio transmitter to help the local community make contact with long-lost travelers.
In spite of that silly premise, we're striving to make the world feel really grounded and genuine.
Another thing we've emphasized throughout development is being playful with the scale of things in the world, wanting to make the player feel small and make you feel like a kid, giving you that childlike experience of feeling like everything around you is impossibly big. And that has a meaningful impact on gameplay, given that you move fast and it feels more satisfying to do so in a big, sprawling world.
Tyboy is weird, heartfelt, and full of a little surprises.
It looks pretty weird.
We've built it to feel like a place you'll want to come back to, whether you're chasing big moments or just soaking in the quiet ones.
Wow.
Wishlist Tyboy on Steam now and follow @TyreboyGame.com on Blue Sky to keep up to date. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of the show.
Who doesn't love a vacation? Toem took us on a delightful expedition, and the sequel, Toem 2, takes us even further from 2D
Is
to
this?
3D. Something we made from Sweden does it again.
Hello everyone, I'm
Hang
Lucas.
on a sec.
And I'm Niklas, co-founders and developers at Something We Made.
I was under the impression that Devolver
Direct
Direct would be at 8. Is it not
Little
going to
Game
be at 8?
Toem from 2021's showcase.
Making Toem was an adventure on its own. We never thought it would bring a whole chapter afterwards filled with love from all around the world. And that's why it's exciting and honestly a bit scary returning to something so dear to our and others' hearts. We teased the game at Wholesome Snack in December, and we're beyond stoked to show the game for the very first time.
Huh. Maybe it's starting late.
Toem 2 is still a photography adventure that resides in a whimsical
Because it is supposed to start on the same
where
channel.
The main objective is to photograph a phenomenon known as Toem. Set a few years after the original game, our protagonist now jumps into
Maybe you should go to sleep now because
because
32 a.m. All right, have a good rest of your night, Senior Sally. I'm glad you could stop by and join us for as long as you did.
Along their journey, they'll stumble upon special NPCs.
Yeah, I
we
know it
call
is very
friends,
late.
Each with their own personality and questline. These friends allow deeper relationships for the player, aiding them through fears and difficulties.
I don't even
Hence,
know if
becoming friends.
I think I'll be able to stay for the whole
Each
thing.
friend gives the player what we call a camera tool.
Goodbye.
These tools allow new and interesting ways of
Like, it's 8
interacting with the
p.m.
world
for
through your
me,
camera. For example, the
so-
scissors, which cut things.
I do gotta be eating dinner, but I can wait.
Or take the hammer, which, yeah, you guessed it, is great for smashing stuff.
As you might have noticed,
Hooray!
we have updated the visuals. It's a crafty mix of render styles that allows us to reimagine the world without compromising on the vibes. And finally, and maybe most importantly, we have
Yeah,
a
it looks
new
really good.
movement system. It's probably the biggest change compared to Toem 1, and you can now jump and climb your way through the environment.
Jumping
It
and
adds a lot
climbing.
of playfulness for us when designing quests
This
and
does look
regions.
really nice.
Ultimately,
I do have the
making
original
world
Toem,
feel
so
more
I need
free
to
and open.
I need to play that.
And don't you worry, the handy camera continues to be the main gameplay component. This time, we made it feel a bit faster and snappier. And tying that in with the new movement, we can't wait to see the photos you'll take.
Got
So
maybe
to
an
recap,
hour before you need to go.
More story, updated visuals.
I'm
and a
hoping
fun
there's just
new
an hour
movement system,
left.
but still the very same chill and cozy experience. The whole team is working so very hard to make Toem 2 something that can stand proudly besides the original game, celebrating what worked while improving the rest. So if you're interested to learn more, go wishlist the game and join our Discord. See you all real soon. Hello.
Are you looking for a way to support Day of the Devs and you just don't know what to do? We have a new collaboration with our partners at the Academy of Interactive Arts and Sciences. They have an annual program called Game Maker Sketchbook, which sees a celebration of artistry.
Devolver Direct is supposed to start at 8 p.m., so they're running late.
Designs, we mean storyboards, we mean iconography, all the different kinds of art that go into developing a game. They are putting a spotlight on, and it's awesome. This year we worked with an illustrator called Nimit Malavia to make this epic piece.
This art looks amazing.
From all the best games of the year, literally dozens and dozens of characters, a veritable Where's Waldo of every game character.
1,000 times resist, heck yeah.
Limited edition and on sale at iMeeple.com. All the proceeds go to the AIAS Foundation and Day of the Devs. Literally, we're nonprofits asking for your dough, but like it doesn't just mean giving money. It means you get something in return too. Isn't that a joyous thing?
We want to give a huge shout out to our flagship sponsor at Xsola, who really helped make Day of the Devs happen this year. Xsola is a global video game commerce company that aligns with our mission to help developers connect directly with players and sell more games.
All right, I think this is the end of the
without giving up
showcase.
control or extra revenue. Launching today is
Maybe.
a new Day of the Devs activation.
I don't know if they have
on
one more
Xsola
thing or
Mall
not.
To spotlight some of our favorite games from recent Day of the Devs showcases. Scan the QR code below or head to this URL to explore some amazing indie games. And thanks again to Xsola for supporting this celebration of creativity and community.
Thank you, Greg, for that riff on Xsola. We are so happy to have them as our flagship sponsor. But we also have some other sponsors to thank because it takes a village to support Day of the Devs. We are a nonprofit.
Razer, Devolver Digital, Blumhouse Games, Sabotage,
Founding
Annapurna.
sponsors, Double
Heck
Fine
yeah.
Productions, and I Am 8-Bit. We have a whole list of other folks that have been contributing throughout the last year, and we just want to give them a shout out. Annapurna Interactive, Blumhouse Games, Devolver Digital, Idea Xbox, 47 Communications, Panic, PlayStation, Razer, Sabotage Studio, Studio MBHR, Summer Game Fest, and Geoff Keighley and the whole gang at the Game Awards
Heck yeah,
for your
Geoff Keighley.
continuous support. Thank you so much.
And if you'd like to donate directly to Day of the Devs, you can go to dayofthedevs.org and do so there. And remember, Day of the Devs is a 501c3 nonprofit organization, so any donations are 100% tax deductible.
Okay.
If you like what you saw here today and want more, just follow us on the World Wide Web, www.dayofthedevs.org. Please wishlist these games. It means a lot to the developers, and thank you for
All right,
watching
well, that's
today.
the end of the
Thanks
Day
to
of
all
the Devs.
developers for sharing their games, and
So
thank
next
you to all
up
our
is the
generous sponsors
Devolver
for making
Digital.
this possible. We'll see you next time on Day of the Devs. Point.
Huge thanks to our friend Dose One for providing the beats for today's show, and please stay tuned for a musical performance from the game Unbeatable and the band Peak Divide.
Ooh.
I'm RJ Lake, and I'm directing Unbeatable, a game where music is legal and you do crimes with Andrew Tsai over at D-Cell. This is a never-before-heard new track from, this is mostly a never-before-heard track from Unbeatable.
Is this?
It's not a live performance, but all the performances in it are live, if that makes sense. That's because the guitarist is playing lead guitar and rhythm guitar and acoustic guitar and is the drummer, and our keyboardist is the cameraman. This should show you probably just how much work goes into even one of the songs
I'm really
on our
looking forward to
100%
Unbeatable.
original soundtrack, which, by the way, starting right now, you can pre-order at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. That's right, at dcellgames.bandcamp.com. You can pre-order the soundtrack and you'll get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including this one. Enjoy.
Okay. Nice. Photosensitivity warning. Seriously, okay. You have been warned.
Has your voice been truly locked away? Kept inside these worn out days we
So,
Or maybe this is another dream I'll soon
is Devolver... What? Did they underestimate how long these shows would be? I actually feel like this happened last year too, where Devolver Direct started way late.
Again in late
I do like this song though. Unbeatable is a game that I'm very much looking forward to. See, this looks really cool. Okay, I'm digging this. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit sleepy myself. I love the song. Cool. Sorry if I sound low energy. I was not expecting stream to be this long. Unbeatable. Okay, Devolver Direct?
That song is called Worn Out Tapes, and it's actually going to be playable in our demo starting during Steam Next Fest on June 9th, alongside
Nice.
Worn Out Tapes' Tally Ho version, which you might recognize from Rhythm Doctor.
I remember hearing that first version of Worn Out Tapes all the way
Maybe
back in 2018,
Devolver
which is when we started
Direct
working
actually
on the
starts
game.
at 8:30.
As time went on, the style of the game's music and the way we designed the charts for them evolved. And it's a full circle moment getting to bring you this brand new edition of the song when made for their final version of the game.
Both the vocal album and the score for Unbeatable just went live on dcellgames.bandcamp.com for pre-order. And if you pre-order
Nice.
the vocal album, you get all of the songs that we've shown off so far, including Worn Out Tapes. And if you pre-order the score, you'll get all the background music from the demo, all the cop fight music, all of the baseball stuff from the demo. You can also listen to all of that starting today on our YouTube channel. And that's basically it for my calls to action for this. What else is there to say besides wishlist the game, play the demo, and thank you a lot. Like, genuinely super... We're not here without you. Like, genuinely. I don't have anything to say. I don't have any real words. All the planned stuff ended back when I stopped talking about the album. This... I can't really think of a good way to thank you, because there is more love that has come into D-Cell than I have any idea what to do with. This game doesn't exist without the support we've gotten so far. So, oh my God, from the bottom of my heart and everyone at D-Cell Games, thank you so much. We're going to continue trying to do the best we can do.
Nice. Okay, that's the end of the show. Sweet. All right. Yeah, that was a really nice message. All right, it is time for an extremely low energy Devolver Direct. Overall, that showcase wasn't bad. I do like seeing all the indie games. Big Walk looked really cool. I think overall, see, I don't remember a whole lot about the other Day of the Dev showcases, but I don't know. Compared to Summer Games Fest, I was like, meh. Okay, cool. Devolver Direct starting in 2 minutes. Alrighty, we are so back. People are talking about how, what Capcom did with Resident Evil 9. Alright, have fun, Nettie. I cannot wait to try Possessor. The Possessor's demo is going to be so cool. Alright, let me see if actually, is the demo available yet? Possessors. Oh yeah, I already added it. Okay, yeah, we're good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I've heard this is titled The Ball Pit because Devolver Direct loves to make their showcases really weird.
Kenny's son makes video games. In fact, Kenny's son has made games for as long as he could remember. Even as a young man, his curiosity and dedication to the art was apparent.
Nice.
His parents, his teachers, and his friends all knew this about Kenny. He loved video games.
Nice job, Kenny.
And his desire to make them was undeniable. Taking inspirations from the world around him and the games that
History of famous pits.
Kenny was always in front of a screen, tinkering away at whatever idea fluttered through his mind. Video games would take Kenny far in life, but he could have never expected the heights he'd one day reach.
One day, I'm gonna make a game called Ball Pit just for you, Volvi.
Remember ball pits can be deadly, kids. Devolver Digital presents Ball Pit, the Kenny Sun story. Is the whole... wait. Is the whole direct just going to be... Is this a joke?
Hey there, I'm Kenny.
Oh, hello.
And I'm coming up with my new game, Ball Pit.
Actor portraying Kenny's son.
Imagine my studio would look like if Devolver Digital gave me enough funds to make my own studio.
Are you the only one here?
Yes, it's just me.
There's like 5 of us, Kenny.
So whose studio is this? So, my first notable game was Circa Infinity, a hypnotic platformer that was passed over by Devolver Digital when I first pitched it to them. But that game...
Circa Infinity released in 2015.
It gave me the belief and the confidence to actually make video games as a career. And I'm so grateful for the early support from players, and no props to Devolver Digital for obvious reasons. From there, I started taking out video games every year to hold my
Mr. Sun's Hat Box.
That
I've heard good things about that one.
And that gave rise to the IGF-nominated Mr. Sun's Hat Box, which was again declined by Devolver Digital. That game got a lot of commercial and critical success. And now we are here in the present tense. Ball Pit, the brick breaking, the ball fusing, the base building, survival roguelite in partnership with Devolver Digital. They finally got their together and they saw the potential of this beautiful game when its balls started dangling in front of their faces.
So, do you want me to edit out that?
No, please don't, keep it. So now we're going to discuss about Ball Pit, and we're going to see its first trailer, and after that we're going to dwell a little bit deeper into what makes this game so much fun. Roll that footage, Henry. Go
So
for it.
is the Devolver Direct...
Henry. Henry.
Balbalon has fallen.
Devolver Digital is devoted... Okay, so I just looked up Devolver Direct.
Is all that remains.
Devolver Digital is devoting its Summer Game Fest stream to a single title. So I saw something about that. I thought that was a joke. But I guess Devolver Digital is actually just devoting it to Ball Pit. Well, let's see what Ball Pit's all about. I'm curious.
Building. Survival roguelike. Power up. Rebuild Balbalon.
Balbalon. This does look very interesting.
Ball Pit.
A game by Kenny Sun and friends.
Descend into chaos.
Demo available now.
That computer isn't even plugged in.
So anyways, listen. When I first started work on Ball Pit,
When we started work on Ball Pit,
so I was saying, it was a little different from what it is right now. The core concept has been the same from the beginning, but I've built on top of it the last few years. Also, the game comes from a very private, intimate space. Look, when I was a little boy, I was diagnosed with IBS, internal ball syndrome.
That's not what that stands for.
Now, what that meant was that I would spontaneously spit up balls.
Dang balls.
But that was not painful or anything. But the affliction was such an important part of my life that I had to weave it into the narrative of my next game as an artist.
What
And
the
as
heck?
They say, true art lies within. Ball Pit. The demo is on Steam as we speak, and the full game is going to release later this year. So if that is something that intrigues you, then please give the demo a spin and also wish list the game to be up to date with the release date later this year. And if even
All
then
right.
you're not convinced, then I have two folks that I've invited who have been really important for me to bring this game to life. And other people back behind the scenes, team, thank you so much, everybody. Thanks. But these two have been the 2 stars for sure.
Thank you, Kenny. And hello to all you gamers out there. I'm Rick, and I play the Fireball in Ball Pit.
And I'm Janice.
Some of you may recognize me from my past work, say as a segment in the Super Mario Brothers Fireball.
Okay.
Yes, I was Ball 3. And most recently as the Light Punch Hadouken from Street Fighter. And my co-star Janice, who is new to video games and quite honestly in over her head.
That was an unnecessary jab, Rick. So, hello, I am Janice, and I play one of
Amateur
the
ball
hunters in Ball
enthusiast.
Pit, which is just one of the many playable characters. But, well, I'm just so excited to be working on a video game. So my kids love video games, and they just think this is so cool. And I used to work in insurance, and you know, sometimes I handled fires, but not like fireballs. Would love to extinguish that. But this is just so much more fun. Look at me in my dress-up outfit.
This is really weird.
But anyways, I'm rambling now, so sorry about that. I'm just excited to be here. Woo!
A masterclass in syllables. Now, Ball Pit is a fast-paced fantasy roguelike wherein heroes must find the balls to plunge deeper into a seemingly bottomless pit of monsters.
Okay.
There are two
That
sides to the game.
does sound pretty cool.
Much like that two-faced Janus.
You, Rick.
The combat side of Ball Pit sees players select one of the hunters, each with their own starting
kinda like it, though?
and special perks.
The game does look very
gems
interesting.
From vanquished foes builds up your meter, which allows you to add new balls and items into the mix and upgrade or even combine existing balls to create insane
I do wish it was a
mashups
proper
of
direct,
power.
though, and not just
Each
for a single
realm you
title.
visit
Not
has
gonna
its
lie.
own unique enemy tile set, pesky mini-bosses, and
But this does
menacing
look cool.
final boss figure to clash with at the very end of the run. Win or lose, you can take some or all of your spoils of war back up the pit to base camp. Use
Okay.
those resources to build out new structures to your town and fields to harvest that unlock new playable hunter characters, each with their own flair in combat.
That
Over
looks super
time,
interesting,
your base
actually.
will expand, giving way for more room for buildings, fields, and quarries to draw from, and improve your hunters' chances of survival. There are many realms to roam, many hunters to unlock, and a dizzying amount of balls and combinations to experiment with on your quest to rebuild Babylon.
Thanks for mansplaining, prick. Oh, I mean Rick. Slip of the tongue.
And that, my friends, was a little bit on Ball Pit. And there's
Okay.
a lot more to unveil in the coming months as
Oh
we
my
march
gosh, it's
towards
the ghost of the
release
kid.
later this year. If you still haven't, please try the demo on Steam as soon as you can. Because this has been something that I've wanted to create since I was a sweet little boy.
Hi.
And this is something very, very special.
Okay, I think that's it. Is that... Well, actually, I don't know. Is that actually it? For the Devolver Direct? I guess we'll find out in a sec. Hello, Volvi. Okay. Is that the end of the live stream? Okay, well, that was Ball Pit, I guess. It did look interesting. I might actually play it. I might check out the demo. I'll put it on my list at least. I mean, Devolver must have a lot of confidence in it if that is the only thing that they put in their direct. So, yeah. Kind of a, like, weird way to end the stream. Both my stream and this stream. But, yeah. Overall, very fun. Summer Games Fest was awesome. Day of the Devs was also pretty cool. Lots of very creative looking games shown off. And then we had Ball Pit, which also looks very creative, to be fair. All right, well, I am going to go eat dinner because I'm hungry. And I'm also probably going to watch other people react to the Summer Games Fest and also look at Twitter and Blue Sky to see what the general reactions have been to this Summer Games Fest, because I genuinely don't know how people are reacting to it. So I've been looking a little bit on Blue Sky, and so far the few reactions I've seen have been a little bit mixed, but I don't know if that's indicative of the whole reaction, because I've only seen like 2 people. So yeah, you need to open shop in 30 minutes. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry to keep you, Nettie. I hope you have a good day at work. Thank you to everyone who stopped by the stream, to everyone who's I know it was very late for a lot of you, so to everyone who was able to make it, thank you. I truly do appreciate it. And to everyone watching the VOD, thank you as well. Your support truly means a lot. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing, ringing the bell, all that good stuff. Twitter, Discord, and Ko-Fi links are in the description below. Subscribe to Nettie. She made the little mini Leo that I am using today. She's awesome. Her content's great. Please go subscribe to her. And yeah, I will see you guys next time in whatever form you decide to see me in. Let's play, stream, review, whatever. Goodbye. Goodbye. Arrivederci. Sayonara. Adios. Good morning, afternoon, good evening, and good night.